dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket? Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
You've got a front row seat for Jaguars football all year long. This is 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here, and I recently celebrated a birthday with friends and family, and a lot of photos were taken. And you go on Facebook and you look, and you have those memories of years past on the same day. And I saw pictures of myself from 2 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. That's back when I was over 300 pounds. I mean, I was in a bad spot in life with my weight. And now here we are, my birthday in 2025, down over 100 pounds, keeping the weight off. I look like a completely different human being. I can't tell you how many times I'm told that pretty much on a daily basis by people who haven't seen me in quite some time. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com. I'm living proof. If you want to drop the weight, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. 844-346-1800.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. It's go time on a Monday morning. A Next Gen Roofing Monday. We just keep on raising that roof in victory formation. E.T. That's the dub.
That's the dub.
Oh, that 12's starting to become possible.
That road to 12-5 is still en route, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Can we pave it more this week with a huge one? But first, let's just sit back and soak it in. Another dominant win now for the Jaguars. It's not just winning football games; it's the way they're winning them. What is it? Let me get the schedule order straight. They went on the road back to, but the Chargers game was, I guess, 4 games ago now. 3 games ago. I mean, look at these performances that we have pieced together now as we head into the home stretch. You have to take advantage of the good side of a weaker schedule. And, buddy, did we make the Titans look every bit 1-10 yesterday. And I've been around long enough to know what that city has brought our team, and the things were ripe there. That was a football team, the Titans, that had played pretty good the previous couple of weeks, taking the Texans down to the wire, had made it close against the Seahawks. And, buddy, we jumped them and didn't let up. So, no, it'd be, 2 of the last 3 weeks. But the game against the Chargers that they won at home 35-6, and now at Tennessee, again, big different talent gap there between those two, but that in and of itself is, shows I would say consistency, but sandwiched in between a game that you can now look at it this way. You fumbled and bumbled and turned it over the whole game and still beat a decent team on the road. Arizona went to Tampa yesterday and nearly won. These are every win. When they say it, it's not cliche. You take it. And you stacked that one yesterday. Here's what happened to me yesterday, E.T., and I feel like I've let you all down out there in listener land, because I know even after I say this, many of you would rather be sitting here celebrating, looking at the standings and officially seeing the Jaguars in first place. Might have been better if Indy had just won that game yesterday.
Why you say that?
Get the Texans on out of it.
True.
Get them to 6-6. We're going to control whether or not we win the division based on what we do against the Colts in these two matchups. That would have been the case if we were one back and took the division lead with a win next week, or if we're tied and take the division lead with a win next week.
Yeah.
If we lose today, if we lose this big game next week, and we got plenty of time to get into the narrative. Some of y'all may still not be aware of this incredible streak the Jaguars are on at home against the Colts. It's bizarre. There's two ways to look at that. I mean, at some point, doesn't the due theory come in? They're due to get one.
Man, I know.
But at the same time, is it 10 or 11 in a row?
I think 11.
I think it's 11 straight. And this is through the good and the bad. We've had some really bad teams in the last 11 years. They've had some good ones, especially at the beginning of that. I mean, we've gone through them all, haven't we? We've beaten Luck and Wentz and Rivers and Ryan and Jacoby Brissett. I mean, we have just gone down a list through the years.
Anthony Richardson got him some too.
We got them all.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there is not a benefit to the Texans taking care of business and placing our Jaguars in first place. Change is quick in this league. And we got the Colts on the ropes. We've been pretty good this year of delivering some stunning blows to some teams. The Chiefs came here needing a win. Beat bop, sent them home. Texans early in the year came here needing a win. Boom, boom. That should be the kill shot, 0-3. Chargers came here, maybe didn't need it. We did, responded the week after that just devastating collapse in Houston. And so look how this team has responded from blowing the 29-10 fourth quarter lead at the Texans. Their best game, one of their best games in franchise history, the 35-6 win over the Chargers. Overcoming mistakes, making the plays they had to, and winning at Arizona, and now following up that with just an emphatic sledgehammer yesterday in Nashville. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Why? In fact, you can. See you in the season ender, Tennessee. Any momentum that the Titans had, and they had a little momentum going into that game. It reeked of a trap game for our Jaguars, and man, it's a shut your trap game for our rivals from the north. So guess what? Guess who we got this morning at 7:30 E to the T?
Who we got?
Guess who's going to join the little program? We will recall days of somebody got to bring us some food because we're going to have breakfast with Boselli. That's right.
Shout out.
That's right. The Hall of Famer, the E to the V to the P of the Jacksonville Jaguars will chat with us, a little fireside chat. We got two big home games in a row now. The Jets game is going to be a big one too, win or lose, right? Isn't that what we got next? Right. Aren't we back-to-back at home here, Colts, Jets?
We could be.
Pretty sure we are. Colts, Jets, back-to-back. You know, those games have radically different opponents on the schedule, but they carry equal importance with now just 5 games to play, sitting 8-4 and atop the AFC South standings.
Colts, Jets, back-to-back, so I guess we got 10-pack tickets coming up, too.
Oh, yeah. So, you know what? I'm glad you reminded me early today because there's a fever pitch out there right now for our what this has been a this has been a great collaboration, a great promotion with us, and more importantly, our friends at Dailies, who are providing all of the extracurriculars, and we're going to be out on the road, on location again this December 4th, and the box is set up so y'all can bop by and put in your entry forms at, boy, I need my readers, 12227 San Jose Boulevard.
Oh, we off San Jose this time.
Yeah. I don't know the addresses. I'm hopeful that's the one just right around the corner from your boy's house. I think it might be the one that's down south, right? We've done one there, actually, when they first introduced the dash concept, and the first one we did years ago. I may have been at that one. Now, there's another one on San Jose that's down there at Sunbeam. So, y'all out, you know what? Put the Google in. Just live with us. By the way, 13 penalties yesterday if we want to quibble with something from the teams. How do you have 13 penalties and win a game 25-3? It's a beautiful riddle when you're the one with 25, isn't it? And playing through injuries, by the way. They got no Trayvon Walker. They got no Eric Armstead. The number one rush defense against the NFL's worst offense, and it went just like that despite some little splash plays early by the Titans. Right? It got you a little bit nervous the way they drove right down the field. That looks like
This is the shell.
Right. Well, they're all shell. All the dailies are shells. Yeah, I think I'll figure it out. I don't need the picture, bro. I just need to look at the map. Y'all can do the same. 12. You're gonna have to do it right when I tell you. But 12-227 San Jose. We're gonna be out there Thursday morning doing the show live. Is it south of 295?
See Orange Picker Road.
Yeah, it's down there. It's the one that it's y'all know where we're at here. It's between Orange Picker and the Julington Creek Bridge down there. 12-227 San Jose. We'll be out there Thursday morning. Not one, but 2 10-packs of tickets, and you'll get $200 to the Dailies to liven up your tailgate session.
2 of them things.
2 of them things. And by the way, as soon as we draw, we'll let you know where the box is going because we'll be back out for Jets week. So the ultimate fan giveaway from our partners with Dailies and the Dailies Dash. This week we're at 12-227 San Jose, but y'all get by there. It's worth going out of your way to pick up a little gas, enjoy the Dailies Dash, but make sure you get your name into that registration box. Just north of Marbon Road, my buddy has texted me. So, yeah, that one that's just north of Marbon. Nice, beautiful Dailies, by the way. I stop there all the time. All right. Obviously, I've never really looked at the address. So, yeah, E, you out for the watch party yesterday?
Out for the watch party.
Yeah, we're back out to the beach. You go to the beach every time?
Out to the beaches every time.
They're rowdy and happy yesterday.
Oh, man.
We haven't had many games where there's absolutely no complaints. Like yesterday was a no-complaint game.
Yeah.
You play football like that, you're going to win a lot of games. There was nothing to quibble about. I guess we could complain about the penalty. It's odd that the 13 penalties don't even seem to stand out.
It don't.
It does, I don't know if we just overcame them at times. The bigger penalties seem to be, the roughing the punting, the roughing the punter where we responded.
Should have had 3 of them things.
Yeah, you're right. They I thought miscalled one of them. But the first one they didn't call at all, and the second one I thought they the third one I thought they miscalled, but a big one on the first one, making it the personal foul and giving them the first down, and they responded and put a kind of a nail in the coffin score, and so just a beautiful win, a division win, and now you've got the tougher of the 2 games against the Titans out of the way. You've beaten them on the road, you've beaten them convincingly. They'll sit there at the end of the year, a nice little tidy opponent to finish things up, and now though. 3 of the next 4. Colts, at Denver, at Indy.
All right.
Can you go 2-1?
Ooh, that'll be so beautiful.
Because if you go 2-1, you're going to
We're going 12-5.
You're going 12. You're going 12-5. Which will be a salty, sweet final result. But yeah. So the Texans beat the Colts yesterday. The ramifications of that, Houston's back. But look what happens now. If you're the Jags sitting here at 8-4 with a big one, Texans play at the Chiefs this week. Chiefs lost on Thanksgiving. A lot has happened since we left you. That Chiefs loss. Ravens got upset by the Bengals. I guess that's why you bring back Joe Burrow. Then the Steelers turn around and lose. It's a bunch of 6-6s. So that's what I'm saying. Had the Colts beaten the Texans yesterday, wouldn't have been disappointed. Texas would have gone down to 6-6. Going to be real. Look, Texans Colts play again, so there's another one. There's just a lot it's going to be no matter what happens this week. Let's go out and play our best football, get a win, control the destiny. Don't get me wrong, but we're in it to win it at this point. It's a 5-game finale here. At worst we got to go 3-2, righty? We go 3-2. You're 11-6. We'll let the chips fall where they may. The AFC this year, there is no, oh my God, I don't want to go there week 1. Is there?
There's not.
There's not. There's no, oh, my God, I don't want to go play Buffalo. Oh, gosh, the Ravens snuck in, but they're the division winner. I have to go play them. I don't care. Play any of those daggone. It'd be nice to get a home game, right? That's the real carrot of winning the division, getting a home playoff game. And that's a big one. And, by the way, I don't want to get over my skis here. This isn't a suggestion. You could win them all, and the top seed would be in play.
You're talking dirty to me and kind of like it.
Right, because there's no Chiefs up there that's going to make a run. It doesn't feel like the Bills have enough to make a, they've got as much stuff, but that Bills schedule is also brutal if you look at that. This is pie in the sky now. You have to win at Denver and at Indy back-to-back weeks, again. But the fact that the possibility exists allows me to dream a little bit. And there's been some tough football times around here. I feel very thankful coming off this Thanksgiving Day weekend to have a Monday morning we could actually just absorb and enjoy the victory without any quibbling or buts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We've robbed ourselves of a little bit of that joy along the way at 7-4. And today, it could not have gone better for the Jaguars in their standing. And again, the E to the V to the P, Tony Boselli and Breakfast with Boselli. We're going to redo it this morning. That's coming up at 7:30. So look forward to that conversation as we turn the calendar into December, and more than meaningful games are on the schedule remaining for the Jags. Most importantly, the one coming up this week for the division lead. The league's best rush defense against Jonathan Taylor. What you got? Look, we'll keep our eyes, man, open. I don't know where that Armstead came from out of nowhere. They say suffered a hand injury in practice. So for him to be inactive and to still do what you needed to do yesterday, that's a day where we probably were fortunate we drew the Titans on the schedule. To overcome some of those personnel difficulties with just the Titans where they are on their growth chart was more than enough. And the team made sure of that. Let's don't lose sight of that. We got Freddie today as well.
Yes, sir.
Right? So we got the Monday morning running back from his perspective as he's joined us every week now, week after week for all 52. So we'll visit with both Tony Boselli and Fred Taylor coming up here on this Monday morning as from victory formation we come at you. I'm going to take you inside that winning locker room. Nice, easy, comfortable win, and get ready for a big one that's coming up this week. But, man, the quote easy schedule, and let's be honest, the Rams beat us. Okay, they beat our rear end. We limped into, after going 5-2 in the Monday night win over the Chiefs, we limped into that bye week after the Rams game. We came out and we've, survived against the Raiders in a game where we batted down a potential game-winning pass. We blew the game to the Houston Texans and now turned around with emphatic wins against the Chargers and Titans, sandwiched around you turned it over 4 times and still found a way to win on the road. But coming out of that bye week, the, quote, easy games on the schedule were the Raiders, the Cardinals, and the Titans, weren't they? Those are the ones. You knew at Tennessee and you knew home against the Chargers were tough games, but the games that are going to find a team that's trying to get better are those ones where you're the better team. And was it pretty at Vegas and at Arizona? No. Wasn't pretty at all, but that W just writes just the same.
We ain't apologizing for that.
That's right. And when you back it up now with the easy game that you're supposed to win, and you win it like a dominant playoff team that's really finding its footing. Let's see how found that footing is with the Colts coming to town next week. So let you hear inside that Jaguars locker room. Got a lot more NFL to talk to because now the ramifications around the league are, there are a lot more for our football team because where we stand, that includes Sunday Night Football last night. It'd been nice to see the Commanders pull that thing out and beat the Broncos. Game went to overtime. Denver scored. Washington marched down. A couple fourth down conversions. They scored, went 4-2, and the win, which is what you do there. You're 3-8 if you're the Commanders. The kick and the extra point game ends in a tie. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for anyone. Unfortunately for the Jags and anyone chasing in the AFC. Broncos are 10-2 with a win. That matches the Patriots, who are 10-2 and play on Monday Night Football tonight. Those are the only teams in the AFC with better records now than the Jags at 8-4. Now there's a host of us at 8-4. Jags are 8-4, Chargers are 8-4, Bills are 8-4, Colts are 8-4. But based on, I think it's common opponents record, the Jags would sit via the tiebreaker atop the AFC South. And Again, much more from the NFL. All right. The circus finally put its stakes down yesterday in Baton Rouge. By then, we knew the news. Look, you can look at this two ways. You really can. Take the Gator thing out of it. We're going to get to that. We're going to make the Gator focus part of it. Listen, the short version, okay, we'll get right down to it. Skip the long-winded explainers. Florida has found out that now officially they're not on the top floor of the SEC, right? They're on that bottom. They're a floor down with Auburn and Arkansas and South Carolina and everybody else. That's what you found out when there was a plum coach that you wanted equally, and he went to the other guy. He told you which program is better. He told you which program it's easier to get up and roll. And I saw immediately Lane Kiffin has a photo like the number one recruit who suddenly is going to go to LSU. So just, you don't get that at Ole Miss, even if you make a run here. And so look, from the Florida perspective, maybe John Sumrall, who the Gators hired yesterday from Tulane, maybe he's the answer, maybe he's not. History says he's got a tough road ahead of him. The group of 5 coaches getting promotions to Power 5 have not hit. And I've got the documentation. We can go through it a little bit later. They just haven't. The successful coaches right now, the ones that are in the playoff contention right now or in the playoffs right now, outside of Kurt Cignetti, who is one who jumped from James Madison to Indiana and has been terrific, but outside of them, they're all either guys that came from Power 5 or came from coordinator positions in Power 5 or had been in Power 5 like Lane Kiffin. Technically, he came from Group of 5 to go to Ole Miss because he had to do the rehab there in Florida Atlantic, but he had already coached at USC, at Tennessee, OC at Alabama. He was Power 5 running through his blood, and that blood now goes to LSU. So, we'll see. But the polarizing part is how you feel about Lane Kiffin and he handle it. This is where it is true. Lane Kiffin was the victim, and not a victim you feel sorry for, just the calendar of the way they run things in college football. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you're Lane Kiffin and you want to take the job. What are you supposed to do? He was there for a long time at Ole Miss. He's taken them to places they've never been before, had the biggest wins and the most, and now into the playoffs and high rankings. I mean, he did a great job for Ole Miss. If he wants to take the LSU job for whatever reason, you let him go. But now you got this college football playoff and the awkwardness of whether or not you allow him. I can certainly understand this mindset. Hey, yeah, right, Lane. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to tell us we're not good enough as a university and program and go off to LSU. And while you're the coach at LSU and have already had a press conference and are recruiting for them, come back and coach us in the playoff. Doesn't work that way. I get that. I also get if you're Ole Miss and you want a legitimate shot at a national title, the best way to get there most likely is if Lane Kiffin guides you through that process and then leaves. But because of the calendar and the transfer portal and the recruiting, you can't do both. You can't do both. So Lane can be disappointed for not being allowed to coach his team. I think that disappointed. I think that's performative. I don't think it's the end of the world for him that he doesn't get to go coach him. I'm sure he'd rather. But you don't get to have your cake and eat it too, brother. You don't get to just look right at us and say, y'all ain't good enough and go to our arch rival and then coach us through the bowl game. Appreciate what you do. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. We'll talk on the field next year. And we'll let the D corner. End of the day, show of hands out there. We got to go to break, man. We're going long. It's what happens when you get happy on a Monday. It feels like 3 years ago, that Monday morning rant after the Texans game.
Oh, man.
That feels 3 years ago. The response that this team has had, right out the gates against the Chargers and now back-to-back wins, that feels forever ago. But as a show of hands real quick, like I said, quickie poll just in your car. You're a voter of one. Do you think Ole Miss was winning the national title with or without Lane Kiffin? Are they going to go the same distance and length in the college football playoff that they would if Lane Kiffin were on the sideline? I would tend to lean way heavily toward they're going to be what they're going to be, whether or not Kiffin is there for the playoff run.
The boys weren't going.
They know how to play. The OC is there. There's a whole other rumors and narratives. Like there were reports yesterday that Lane Kiffin said the plane is to his offensive staff. The plane's leaving for LSU. If you want to be on the staff there, then you're going to get on the plane and leave. He has said that's not true at all. I didn't know where that came from. Everyone's welcome to do whatever. I guess we'll see if he hires a whole bunch of new guys. But look, Lane's the perfect foil for this. He's easy to be unlikable. He's had hiccups across the way. It's easy to say that he's demanding too much for what he's actually won to this point. Those are fair things to say. He's been a coach at Tennessee and USC, 2 big programs. That was a long time ago, and that was baby Lane. You got grown-up Lane now. And again, that's just a tough spot there. A plum job opens, a job that is obviously registering right now on the recruiting trail and on the national map is a top 5 job, LSU. And what Florida learned is they're not. And until somebody, whether it's John Sumrall or the next guy, turns them around and starts winning football games and going to SEC titles and going to playoffs, you're going to hear them frolicking, having dance ball parties on the floor above you, and you're going to sit down here in steerage with Auburn and others. All right, inside that winning locker room when we return. Victory formation on a Dub Monday. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. We got a cash incentives for you when you use Next Gen Roofing for all your roofing needs. Now, look, I know we didn't have a storm season, and I know we haven't had a ton of rain lately, so roof is not top of mind. See what I did there? But, buddy, I've lived in Florida long enough that if it's been a while for your roof, sometimes you take care of it before it happens. But our friends and partners at Next Gen Roofing are going to hook you up always with its honest, reliable service. So whenever you have roofing needs, put it top of mind. It's Next Gen Roofing at nextgenroofing.com.
Sometimes it's an offensive show.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sometimes it's a show of offensive discipline.
There are no words.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Need your weekly fix for Mexican street food? One Night Taco Stand has Jacksonville covered. Mondays, any burrito, just $7.99 with a soft drink purchase. On Taco Tuesday, enjoy any taco for just $3.49. And on Wednesdays, kids 12 and under eat for just $2. Perfect for the whole family. Find One Night Taco Stand in Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
When you want a fresh perspective, pull into Lauren's Lane. I'm Lauren Brooks, and I fuel up with the day's top sports takes. Powered by Mazda at the Avenues. Afternoons on Helmets and Heels, 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
This holiday season, Universal Roof and Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com. This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Fires it out to the left side. That is caught by Tony Pollard. He broke a tackle. Now the ball came out. The ball came out, and let's see if the Jags jump on top of it. He fumbled it after breaking a tackle. Around the 47-yard line, his own 47.
I mean, it's just continue to stay hunting. We're gonna have opportunities to rush, and for me, just take advantage of those. I gotta keep maximizing and keep pushing the pocket.
Josh Hines-Allen with another sack yesterday. Another 2 sacks, for correct. Got the second one late. So
he played like a dog yesterday.
Listen, all those pressures that he was accumulating while we weren't seeing sacks and the D-line was not getting to the quarterback when he was like 1 on 5 probably trying to rack up sacks and stats. Those pressures now will mount towards a Pro Bowl level season if you keep gabbing a sack a week. We got, 5 games left? He's up to 6.
Yeah, he was balling yesterday.
He's up to 6, and he's stacking. Now, this is coming off the week against the Cardinals where they said he had some sort of like up to 10 pressures or something ridiculous. He's like number 3 in the league in pressures. Now, those count when you get the sacks along with them. When you're sitting there with a sack and a half, and they're selling you as one of the most disruptive edge rushers, and while you watch Will Andersons of the and Danielle Hunters of the world wreck us. But man, yeah, Josh Hines-Allen and the progress that he is showing statistically here, getting those sacks is huge. He also has 10 tackles for loss, which, by the way, is number 1 on the team. It's twice as many as anyone not named Eric Armstead. Armstead has 7 tackles for loss, in addition to 5.5 sacks. He's having a really good year. And to win yesterday without him and Trayvon Walker shows the steps that this team is making as well. Also seeing steps in the offense, the passing game. Buddy, that first half, sure wish you could bottle that and throw it out every half of football for the rest of the year. You might win the doggone Super Bowl, but given time, in the pocket and given offensive game plans that opened up receivers, man, there was some good chemistry in play in the passing game yesterday, and they came out throwing it, didn't it? I kind of thought they might run, but play action the very first play of the game, and they threw it a bunch and had a lot of success. And I tell you what, man, that trade deadline delivery of Jacobe Meyers to this offense is reciprocal. I said it before. I pounded the table for him the trade deadline week. I was ecstatic that the Jags got him. It was kind of a slow groove into the offense. 6 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown yesterday. And he catches everything. And I tell you what, those drops, they were passed along, so to speak.
I was listening to some 10.
They were contagious. The drops were contagious. The catching can become contagious, and we're clean catching and throwing has helped that offense look good too.
I was listening to something on 1010XL's programming, and something where Jacoby said that he can catch Trevor's balls with his eyes closed. I mean, that's the accuracy.
Yeah, and shoots all that ridiculous catchable ball nonsense. No, we had receivers that weren't catching it early in the year, and Austin Trammell had one yesterday. Those are hidden numbers at the end of the year, right? If you're Trev, it's another 30 yards. It's X on the completion percentage. That was a beautifully designed play, and not the one you would suspect of dropping it. But, man, that was a beautiful play, concept, call, execution, and doink, hit him right in the hands. But it didn't matter. I mean, it didn't matter the way they played yesterday. But here's Trevor on Jacobe Meyers, what he's meant to this offense.
He's been great. I mean, yeah, just a guy, just really good football player. I don't know what else to say about him. He's got a great feel. He does everything right. I mean, to be honest, like he blocks, runs great routes. He's smart, knows when to sit down, and has fuel for the game. Friendly target. He's playing great. Got to keep him going, and our whole room is really coming together nice. It's great to have BT back out there today. Made some big plays and some big moments, and just going to continue to build off that. So Jacoby's been awesome, though. Can't speak highly enough of him, and glad we got him for sure.
Brian Thomas Jr. didn't have a great day statistically, but I thought he had a good game. He had a great block.
That block was crazy.
Yeah, man, and that shows where his heart is. I like seeing that. Yeah. He looked more authoritative yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a couple of weeks off maybe cleared his head a little bit as well, but he looked quick. He looked decisive. He was getting run after catch, and real important piece of that offense. We'll wait and see with Parker Washington, by the way.
Yeah, hip.
I don't like when you go down without being hit. You're just kind of standing there and suddenly you go down. That one, that I would prepare for the worst news on that one. It's been my experience in covering sports when you see a guy just go down with no contact, no nothing. Something ain't right. So we'll wait and see when it comes to that. And now, by the way, this week, 12/2/27, San Jose Boulevard will be at the Dailies Dash, the Ultimate Fan Giveaway with our partners there at Dailies. Stop by this week and get your entry form in because Liam Cohen's about to tell you it's a big one this Sunday. He needs y'all.
Yeah, we need everybody. We need the city to show up, and support us, and because we want to make them proud. We're continuing to try to put a product on the field that our city and community can be proud of, and that's something that means a lot to our team. It means a lot to our players, and we want to continue to do that. So as much support as we can get from Duval, that would be huge.
I would expect a raucous, packed house. When you get a NFL team, it's for this. It's to have home games in December with the division title on the line and perhaps even a higher ceiling than we would have hoped for. It's going to be, listen, the weather is so far out, you can't really count on it too much. If I look now, we're going to have a high 62. They're saying 45% chance of rain without just occasional showers, though. Again, it'll change between now and then. The temperature probably will stay pretty consistent. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day between 60, 65 degrees. The Colts are coming into town. Let's make it 12 in a row at home. By the way, did you see who the GM for Florida Gator football is going to be?
Bruh.
Dave Caldwell.
I couldn't stop thinking about y'all.
Hicks got more insight into that. I don't look at that as particularly I don't look at Dave Caldwell as like a historic failure here.
Bulky.
Right, yeah. or the ones, the Gene Smith or those guys. I mean, he hit one draft class really good. He had some hits and some misses in the grand scheme of Jaguars football. What exactly his role will be, I think Hicks a little bit better informed and tuned into that. But, yeah, the former Jaguars GM, Dave Caldwell, is the new GM in Gainesville, who has a new head coach as well. And we got a Gator growl when we return. We're in victory formation on a Next-Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Lone Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Lone Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal.
Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
They're experts on the Jaguars.
This is where it all starts.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today, 10 to noon weekdays.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL.
AA Automotive helps keep your car in dependable travel condition. Stop in today. They'll check the brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and AC to get you right back to your holiday plans. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Full service auto repair you can count on.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to expand, it's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and this time of the year, Honda has such a great lineup, especially when you want to get out on the road and just cruise.
Temperature's letting up a little bit, like Oktoberfest is coming. Legendary Honda Goldwing, legendary Honda Rebel that's now an automatic. Lots to choose from and lots of easy riding.
In the price range and the size of the bike, you have a wide variety.
We do, from entry points to the finest of the fine.
All right, check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency or their Facebook page.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, slow your roll. It's time for Jeff's Gator Growl. Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
All right, look, it's a big win on the field. The Gators played awesome on Saturday night. So take that, Noel fan. Enjoy the toilet bowl along with us. They ruined FSU's slight chances for at least a bowl appearance, and it was as emphatic as the final score was. The Gators rolled on behind Jaden Ball. That dude is for real now.
That young man could tote that pill.
I'd be interested to talk to Freddie. He blew by one of Fred's standings there, single game rushing efforts. Freddie had a 220-something against Penn State. I think Eric Rett maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah. Emmett still sits in first with 316. Little side note, I was in the stadium as a student when Emmett went for 316. It was before the days of stats on the scoreboard. Yeah. All you had was the score, the down, and the distance. And he was so good, and you knew he was off to something special. Yeah. You found out what his stats were, like middle of the first, and then you kept count in your head the rest of the game. But Jaden Baugh, near that. What did he end up with, 260-something?
Just an unreal day or evening in the swamp, and it's been a hard, long, fractious road for Gator football this year. And John Sumrall is a tough sell to Florida fans and the fan base. I get it. The one thing that's not fair is to say that he's Billy Napier. The resumes are nearly identical, but their personalities, where they are. Tulane is a bigger boy than Louisiana. I know they're not both non-group of 5. I don't even know if they're in the same. They may be in the same conference. I think Tulane's American Conference and Billy's old Sun Belt Billy. But Sumrall deserves a little bit more respect on where he is in his career. Plus, Billy Napier is the worst coach I've ever seen in my life, so he's definitely not Billy Napier. But reaching into the group of 5 has not been a prudent strategy to rebuild your brand. I mean, Scott Frost couldn't go from UCF to Nebraska. The hottest coach, coaching a group of 5 to an undefeated. I mean, they put it on the wall at UCF that they won a natty. He went to Nebraska, a power where he played, and couldn't get it done. It's been a rough road trying to find your head coach from group of 5. It just hasn't. It just has. And I got the list here, where the failures have come, and it's a long list. And you can go down them yourself. But there was a coach at Tulane a couple of years ago that had the blue wave in one of those BCS games. I think they beat Caleb Williams and USC in the Sugar Bowl. Can you even remember his name? Like 2-3 years ago, Tulane was the same Tulane they are now.
Yeah.
High and mighty and double-digit wins and ranked in the top 10. If there were a playoff, they would have been in it. They beat USC in the Sugar Bowl. Yeah, who's that guy? It wasn't Sumrall. It was, what was it, Willie Fritz? Was that his name? You get an APB out on Willie Fritz. Like when you're referencing, as Scott Strickland did on the hire of John Sumrall, they like Willie Fritz. Yeah, no thanks, buddy. Give me grits over Willie Fritz. Sumrall's personality way different from Billy's. Rather than the offensive side of the ball, he comes from the defensive side of the ball, so the offensive coordinator is going to be a big, important decision for him. Retaining the talent that you do have will also be big and important. Maybe I see a lot of promise there on that defensive side of the ball. There's a lot of young talent there if it's coached better. He's done a real good job coaching defensive football. He was a linebacker in the SEC at Kentucky. He's coached in the SEC at both Ole Miss and Kentucky. Ole Miss really would have wanted him had he been available. He was next in line. Chose Florida over Auburn, where there were jobs that, at least Florida sorted itself out below the big boys, but not quite down in, vending machine territory. But it's a tough sell, and it should be, but that doesn't mean you don't support John Sumrall. And job one, seeing who is worth retaining and who you can retain on your own side. Try and keep a recruiting class together. And I think the biggest danger and effect in not getting Lane Kiffin is I think with Lane Kiffin, you would have gotten immediacy. Florida would have immediately been a 10-2 level team. They would have kept any and everybody that would have wanted to play for him. He would immediately flip some guys. He would have brought some guys in. The schedule would have gotten easier. There's enough talent around down there. CJ Ball and others, young receivers, if you retain them, that with Lane Kiffin, you feel like there would have been an immediate hit. Immediately, you would have been a 10-2 playoff level team. It feels that way. I could be wrong. We'll see what LSU does. Sumrall feels like you're kind of starting over again. He's going to have people leave. He's going to have to do it his own way. He's going to have to bring in this guy. He's going to have to try this. You've got to sell a program that's coming off a 4-8 season. And so the climb back is going to be played out in front of a very impatient fan base. And at the end of the day, Scott Strickland is just an abject disaster when it comes to hiring and running processes. No matter how he tries to do it, he ends up looking like a damn fool. And he blew this one again. Just add it to the list of blown searches, important searches. But as long as your job is safe down there, Scotty, you just go ahead and make sure that check clears on Tuesday. Football Fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. That was a Gator growl.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Baltimore Ravens remain the minus 180 favorite to win the AFC North despite a 32-14 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals on Thanksgiving night. The Ravens at 6-6 are the minus 180 favorite over the Steelers at plus 180. The Steelers are 6-5. The Bengals 4-8 with the victory. They are 13-1 to win the division title. The Chiefs have fallen to 16-1 to win the AFC West after a loss to the Dallas Cowboys 31-28. They are minus 120 to miss the playoffs this season after that loss. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. Ah, there's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
All right, so ET, we're going to be at our Ultimate Fan giveaway with the Dash coming up on San Jose Boulevard. And while we're there, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and sign up and become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program there at Dailies and Shell. Save 10 cents a gallon on your first fill, 20 cents a gallon on your second fill, 30 cents a gallon on your third. Get everyday savings afterwards. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. When you see Dailies, you're seeing Shell. And sign up right now for that Fuel Rewards and save money at the pump.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Yo, ET here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Remind me moving forward to temper any criticism I may have of Logan Cook and the Jaguars punting game. Logan Cook hard, E.T., as the kids would say. See what happened yesterday, Logan Cook?
Yeah.
Julius Chestnut, a DB, I think is his position, but it happened during the special teams. But Julius Chestnut is claiming the Jaguars punter, Logan Cook, came up to him and told him he was, quote, going to kill him. I'm going to kill you, man. There was a hard block before, but really the Titans didn't do anything wrong there. Punter stuck his nose in a business usually reserved for, more physical positions. But apparently he took exception. I thought they told us this rivalry didn't mean anything different, huh, Logan Cook?
I mean, I love punting the ball and going home, to be honest. But again, I played football my whole life and positions and quarterbacks and defense and stuff. So, I do like hitting people, but sometimes you feel kind of like hitting a returner a little better than you like hitting a lead blocker. But I think he got the best of me a little bit. But I'm always going to send it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, apparently he sent it later in the game, and it caused another brouhaha there. But the Titans fought with pillows, baby. We crushed those former rivals. I almost call them a former rival, E.T., after that crushing that we gave those bastages from Nashville yesterday. Fire the band. We got a football fix. Let's hit some other headlines and highlights, and let's get on schedule here for a raucous 7 o'clock hour that will include the EVP Tony Boselli, Breakfast with Boselli, coming up 7:30 this morning. Ooh, it would have been nice to see the Broncos pick up a third loss last night, but Washington holds on. I'm sorry, it comes just short. The Broncos hold on. Washington missed a two-pointer in overtime. 27-26 was that final. But the big game, as it applied to the Jags, helped put them in first place yesterday. Colts lose again. This time the Texans get them in Indy. The other side of that, here come those Texans at 7-5. Look like they're going to beat back history and be playoff worthy after a terribly slow start. They got a big one with Kansas City next week. Yeah, Houston, Kansas City is going to be a loser leave town match because the Chiefs have fooled around and found out. They lost to Dallas, right? Over the Thanksgiving holiday, they're 6-6. The Ravens and Steelers both losing. They're 6-6. So a bunch of 8-4s, and then the Texans there at 7-5, and the Jags 8-4 right now thanks to tiebreakers. Good for first place in the AFC South. Let's see, Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they're 8-4. He injured his hand, but he doesn't expect to miss time. He played through it yesterday, and Herbert and the Chargers picked up an easy victory yesterday afternoon, as you would suspect. Brown's going to stick with Shedeur Sanders. Had an okay game yesterday. The team's not very good, and he's okay. He's not certainly not terrible, and continuing to grow a little bit. But the 49ers kind of finding their way. And, buddy, remember I told you about Juwan Jennings? You see the sidebar story this week? That's what I was talking about. Everyone hates this guy. There was an injured player down yesterday for the Browns, and Juwan Jennings of the 49ers was taunting him and saying things that was so bad that the Niners player or the Browns players in the locker room were like, yeah, I can see why they punched him in the hoo-haws. He ain't as hard as our punter. Note to self, easy on the punting commentary moving forward. That's Football Fix. We got more on the league and how it's settled with our Jags, certainly more than relevant. Tony Boselli coming up this morning. Fred Taylor coming up this morning. Dan Hicken arrival coming up this morning. All that and more on a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Thanks to Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and the home course, the Jewett Creek Golf Club.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A high-performance machine raises eyebrows and holds your attention.
And play big-time football on a big-time stage.
And so it is with the Performance Painting High-Performance Play of the Game.
Somebody got to make a play. Hey.
On 1010XL.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a dandy today.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com. The holidays are happening. Whether you're ready or not, 1010XL's Holiday Gift Guide is here to help. Loaded with great gift ideas from Beaches Dermatology, Wicca Candle Bar, and Beards Diamonds. Start shopping and saving at 1010XL.com.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Ready for huge holiday savings? It's the Expert Automotive Giving Garage. This Christmas, they're driven to give back. Bring in any new wrap toy donation and get $50 off any service. That's $50 off repairs, diagnostics, or maintenance just for helping a child. Plus, they're giving you 50% off your oil change. $50 off any service with a toy and 50% off oil changes. The Giving Garage at Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Margie Williams in Jacksonville at 904-296-2500.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Jacksonville dominated Tennessee, improving to 8-4. The Liam Cohen, who really liked the play of Josh Hines Allen.
There's a little bit more freedom now to just go let it rip and play, and man, he was rushing today.
The upcoming weekend presents some major confrontations. Georgia and Bama are squaring up for the SEC title bout. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:02, it's 57 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
It's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Woo!
You know it! Yes, sir! Jags! Jags!
Victory formation on the Next Gen Roofing Monday.
December 1st. Mission accomplished. The first missions of many. Meaningful football in the 12th month of the year. It always feels good. It's got to be irregular, but it's here. Soak it in and enjoy it. 8-4, first place, showdown Sunday at the bank, a dismantling of Tennessee. What, your quarterback played well?
Yeah, it's a no
Very
quibble
well.
Monday. A nice,
Very
just
good,
enjoy
outstanding,
the win.
awesome, great first half. Oh, threw it as well as he's thrown it all year. Shout out, well done. Maybe turning a corner with Liam Cohen. Maybe getting that understanding finally of this offense, which is great. We'll take it. We'll take it. It was terrific. Defense outstanding. Tennessee's no good. Doesn't matter. It's the NFL. You weren't ever taxed. You weren't ever taxed. You took care of business. Besides the opening drive, they did nothing. You made their quarterback look like a rookie. Check down Charlie, 24 of 38 for 140 yards. That's check down Charlie, man. They worked hard to get those 4-yard completions. And every time they'd throw one, it was well covered. It was terrific all the way around. You got your punter, your long snapper, your third-string running back fighting. It's not taking any guff. It was an outstanding performance from top to bottom for the organization yesterday in a house of horrors for Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, don't lose sight of that. We've had good teams. We went up there with a chance to somehow salvage that runaway season in 23 and couldn't beat them in the last game to win the division.
A terrible Tennessee team.
Yeah, bad Tennessee team. So I don't take anything for granted.
Great day
Thorough
yesterday.
victory that we can really
Great day for the Jags.
should really spark your support and interest in this unbelievable game. What a game we've got coming up, man. For first place in the division, a beautiful Sunday at the bank. Let's go.
Can't run the ball. Don't worry about it. We'll throw it. They want to take away the run. We'll throw it. Made him punish. The Jacobe Meyers trade looks like the Marcel Darius 2017
Even
trade.
better, I think.
So that is by far the best trade since that one for sure.
Maybe hands are contagious. If you got a bunch of guys dropping it, they all drop. You got a guy catching it, maybe that's contagious.
And BTJ didn't do much, but he did do one thing on the Myers 50-yarder. He shot down the field and laid out a defensive back.
And that's
huge.
He also caught the ball short of the first down a couple of times and made it to and past the first down. And so he had a little want-to in him yesterday. I thought he looked quick. It wasn't heavily involved, but he caught what was thrown and converted a couple firsts.
Listen, and a willingness to, sit down guys who aren't performing to the standard that they expect them to perform. Healthy scratch for De'Ami Brown. Good for the staff. It's a results-oriented business.
Oh, for sure.
Got to perform.
Yeah, and he hasn't. And it tells you a lot with the state of the receiving core, minus Travis Hunter and Thomas before
he may get opportunity again. We don't know the Parker Washington injury. It didn't look good.
It's always I'm extra nervous when I see guys go down non-contact. They never seem to be minor injuries.
Hip. I don't like hip.
No.
That's what Bretton Strange had, and he was gone for a while.
Yeah,
so.
that's a big loss, man.
Oh yeah.
A couple of fronts. It's a real breakout year for him.
Yeah, but much. I believe, I don't know this for a fact, I believe that Liam Cohen got into some BTA with his own players, and in terms of especially the important ones, the stars, and told them up front, you're not performing like you should. And since that time, the guys with the C's on their chest, namely 16 and 41, have played much better football.
Well,
much
good.
better. So if that's what it and I
Keep
don't
it
know
up.
that. That's just my
The
speculation.
AFC is there for when the best teams are the Patriots and Broncos. You got big fish here that are available
Yes.
to be caught.
Yes.
If there's ever a year where you just Cinderella yourself into some wow, look at this opportunity.
Wide open.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. We got a big game this Sunday, and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of the Jags' fortunes and fate moving forward are going to be decided by you. Got to take advantage of the home game. They have beaten Indy 11 straight times in Jacksonville. It's, the most
It's 11 now.
Isn't that what we said?
I thought it was 10, but
I think we said
11.
10 and checked, and it was 11. I think
Man.
I said 10, and you pushed back on 10, and we checked. It was actually 11, I think.
Maybe 11.
I'm going to check right now.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we got Boselli today. That'll be fun. Don't forget Thursday, we got the giveaway. Stop and get that entry form in.
Yeah.
We're giving away 2 10-packs, man. This is
that's
prime real estate.
That's good stuff.
So coming up at San Jose, 12-227. They're just north of Marbonne. We've been there before. Pretty easy to get to, y'all. Get by there before we do, because sometimes that mad rush when we're there, it's too late.
I think the AFC is wide open right now. Wide open.
I do too. I agree.
You know,
I mean, the Ravens and Chiefs, it's not their year, bro.
Doesn't seem like
And neither one of
We
them
watched them both this
They're not going to
weekend
the Super Bowl. Maybe the Bills still can. They don't feel anything like there's nobody that you say, oh, my God, I don't want to go there.
Right.
And there have been those teams in the past.
By the way, maybe you don't have to go
Could
there.
be- who
to keep
knows?
winning. Yeah.
Who knows? By the way, if dare to dream, I don't care. 5 games to go. Win them all, you'll be the top seed, I bet. You'll be awful close.
He spins the wheel. Everybody's happy.
Oh, man. 12-5. He may get there anyway. He can go 4-1 and get there. That's a tough ask. But they keep winning, Hick. They keep beating good teams, and then they keep winning the games they're supposed to win.
That's great.
We came off that Rams bye and said, you've got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
It's fantastic.
Wasn't pretty with Raiders and Cardinals, but, man, it was beautiful yesterday.
Yeah.
I love just kicking back and never worrying. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Did you have a watch party yesterday?
I did
Yeah.
out there at the beaches, and it was turned.
Yeah.
You know.
They love beating the Titans.
Oh yeah. Oh
Beating
yeah.
that A.
People don't like the Titans.
No, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. And we got Logan Cook telling people he's going to kill
I'm
them.
going to kill
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Hard, man. He's
Bro,
hard.
Casey was in his feelings, or what's the dude's name?
It was
Simmons.
Simmons. He was in his feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. We got.
I think LaQuint Allen got him in his feelings.
Ooh, dear LaQuint. He's a nasty man.
You don't mess around.
He's a nasty man. But it all added up. And again, I'll say it again, man, because I criticize, but I'll compliment. 16 threw it beautifully, man.
He did.
Really good throws. Really.
There was some good play calling too. That pass, that touchdown pass to Strange.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
nice. And he stood there flat-footed for
Yeah.
a second.
Yep.
He got sacked 3 times, but he also, again, we got makeshift O-line stepping in. We got Cole Van Lannon moving to another spot, and then we got Walker Little going down, and then we got Cole Van Lannon moving to another spot, and Wyatt Milam coming in. So O-line chock full of everybody, all men on, all hands on deck type situation.
And the defense
yesterday.
without Walker and Armstead.
Yeah.
And still, the number 1 rush defense looked like it, and the number 32 rush offense looked like it. They
Yeah.
started with some.
I thought
splashers.
Strigo made some plays again, man.
That's a
I
big
did
boy
too.
Coming
too.
down the line,
Yeah, I
line
agree.
of scrimmage,
I
he
agree.
made
It's
some
fantastic.
nice tackles on runs. So, yeah, I thought he was active. Obviously, Josh had a very good game. So yeah, the only
penalties
concern, 13 of them, and the only concern really was the first drive where they were gashing us.
But we responded.
Yeah,
right.
We sat Mason Smith down and put other guys in. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but it whatever they did worked. The defensive backfield looked good. Dewey had another nice game. Had a couple good breaks on balls and sacks. So all in all, man, just an impressive performance by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now 8-4 on the year and moving on up. Listen, they said the AFC. Everybody said the AFC South no good. Oh man, it's a dogfight, bro. It's a dogfight. 8-4, 8-4, and 7-5. God, we could have killed the Texans, and we did.
Bro, I realized this yesterday, and this is not going to be a popular opinion, and I get it. You'd rather just wake up this morning sitting alone in first place, or at least via the tie break. But probably the best thing to happen yesterday would have been for the Colts to beat the Texans. Here's why. You're going to have to beat the Colts anyway if you're going to win the division.
Yeah.
And a loss by the Texans yesterday would have eliminated them.
Yeah.
Now, they likely get eliminated maybe against the Chiefs next week, I suppose.
I don't know if they're going to lose to the Chiefs.
I don't either. And
Chiefs
they're just a game back, and that defense is rolling,
Yeah.
and the Colts are reeling, and I've got it here in front of me. The Jaguars Colts results.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You keep up. Last year, 2024 Jags 37-34. That's 1. 23 beat them 37-20. That's 2. 22 beat them 24-0 3. 26-11 4. 27-25. 38-26. 6-0 7. 30-10 8. 30-27 9. 51-16 10. 10 in a row over the Colts here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
10 in a row.
10 in a row. That's pretty good.
10 of them things.
10 of them things, CT. And again, and you know, by the way, it's almost, this rarely happens on a Monday for a team starved for victories. But yesterday was so thorough and so impressive. I think you summed it up in just a 1 minute, summation.
Yeah.
Great to see the quarterback play good. Great to see the captains respond.
Yeah.
Great to get an easy win on the road. But really, the
100%.
focus almost immediate, at least it does for me, is what a huge game and opportunity we have this week.
Yeah, you almost fast forward.
Yeah,
which is
you almost
great.
do.
But that's good teams beat lousy teams, and on the road it's not easy. Everybody thinks it's they're 1-10, and they stink. Don't get me wrong, but ball here, ball there, a 3-0, you lose a fumble or something like that. No, they went and got a fumble, and so they jumped on them, and they got 7-3, and then they went 15-3, and it was 18-3.
Methodical.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. Very impressive. Even the drive for the field goal at the end of the half was terrific.
Yeah.
So all kinds of good stuff. Before we head to break, let's get this Dream Founders Homes poll question in. It's on 1010XL, now on Twitter.
Where are we on the Bitcoin Brigade?
Still free hicking.
Yeah.
Still free to mogul. Huh?
Hashtag, hey, Twitter
killing
How long
us.
are you going to do this, man?
know
You don't know how to fix your stuff?
I want my account back.
How hard can it be, man?
I want my account back. Although, the good news is, as my son pointed out, Gators and Jags both winners without me tweeting. So
that could be a direct correlation.
Maybe that negative energy just permeates through. Brought to you by our friends at Dream Founders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, the PGA Tour, soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. They are unbelievable interest rate packages for you at dreamfoundershomes.com. 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like Taylor Swift's exes. Sorry, Trav.
Sorry, not sorry.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the John Summerall hire as the new coach of the Florida Gators? Love it all in. Give him a chance. Napier all over again. Must hire great OCDC. Love it all in. Give him a chance. Napier all over again. Must hire great OCDC.
I would go between B and D, but I think the answer is ultimately D. You need the best help around you that's inventive and creative. And, we don't – the Gator fan, and it's inevitable that this could be what your thought is, your blueprint, but, going 6-6 and then 8, it's, patience is going to be thin.
Give him a chance, 43.4%. 31% think it's Napier all over again, 18.6%. Say you got to hire that OCDC, 7.1%. Say love it all in. John Summerall, the new coach. We'll talk about that. Next, we've got Tony Boselli at 7:30, so we'll get our focus back on the Jags. We got Fred Taylor today, so we are loaded up on a Monday. It's a good day, isn't it?
It's a next-gen roofing Monday. We just keep raising the roof. Maybe perhaps there's some karma there as we've had a terrific 20-25 season to this point, and big, important football lies ahead of us, including maybe mostly including next week at home against the Colts. So we'll be back with the 10-minute drill. The E to the V to the P of the Jags. Tony Boselli, 7:30 this morning. Freddie in the 8 o'clock hour. All that and more. Sit back and enjoy.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
I was thinking about this with the college coaching carousel spinning, and it stopped yesterday, and everybody got off, and all the fan bases seem upset. It's interesting. Arkansas wasn't pumped about Silverfield. Florida fan initially wasn't pumped about John Summerall. Auburn wasn't happy because they lost Summerall to Florida, pivoted to Golish from USF. And Ole Miss was not pleased when Lane Kiffin decided to take. The only fan base happy was LSU, which made me think, I wonder if in the end they may be the most disappointed. I don't know if they will be. He might win championships there, but you have to scratch and wonder how this all went down. Lane Kiffin, interesting.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He tackles talk radio like a middle linebacker in the gap.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tommy Mack. Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
Hey, Hicken here for Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, all happening at once. And while you and I make decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, what game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right, and that is Prize Picks. And they got a new feature. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. How about that? That's pretty good, right? Get the action. Prize Picks puts their users first. All withdrawals are fast and secure. It's real easy to use. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man. It's good to be right.
Balancing books and the grind of daily practice is what it takes to be a scholar athlete. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show, kept healthy by
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists
and the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234
on 1010XL.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home of business. Affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember, only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. It's called the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. What are you going to dazzle them with today, friend?
Oh, I got something special.
What you got?
Explorer Clay has your holiday experience set. And what I have for one lucky winner is a free foursome at Eagle Landing Golf Club.
Oh, I like Eagle Landing.
To learn more about Explorer Clay, head over to 1010XL.com to get more holiday gift ideas.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so the Gators, as I mentioned, hired John Sumrall, Dave Caldwell, our old friend, the new GM. Talk about that in a second. But Lane Kiffin to LSU as well. Somebody summed it up right. Lane Kiffin had the chance. And again, this is a big part of this is sour grapes. So keep that in mind, because if he come to Florida, I would have been defending him and waving the flag and rock and rolling, okay? But he didn't, so now I get to take shots. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. I kind of land in the middle. I see both sides.
Yeah, in the end, Lane Kiffin had a chance to be who he said he was, the new Lane Kiffin, and he turned out to be exactly who he was.
How could he have done that?
By staying at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. And
then in his statement,
he begrudge him to take a career move.
And then in his statement,
there was no easy way to do it. There was no right way for everyone.
Yeah,
to get
but
what
the way
wanted.
he played it right down to the end is just he knew obviously all along, and he tried to make himself out to be the victim. He's not the victim. And to sit there and
Did you see the interview, the one-on-one with Marty Smith?
I did, and I heard him say, well, I wanted to stay here, but Keith Carter wouldn't let me. Yeah. That's weak. Shut up.
Well, I think
they're not going to let you stay.
Right.
That's dumb.
Right. I think it's true, but if you don't understand why he's not, then you're smarter than that.
Yeah. I wanted to stay, but Keith Carter wouldn't let me. Come on,
It
man.
wasn't an extraordinary contract that other schools couldn't have matched. He went because he prefers LSU to Florida and Ole Miss, and that's the part that sucks.
And what I said Saturday on Swamp Sessions, and I'll maintain it, is Florida needs to look in the mirror and admit they're not who they thought they are, and that's just harsh truth, but it is. And once they admit that, then they go about trying to fix it. But I do know this, and I have learned this, and I will stand by this. And Florida offered Lane Kiffin, just so everybody knows, the University of Florida offered Lane Kiffin a contract, I've been told, by people with direct knowledge. So, again, yeah. I'm just telling you. Just like I told you about the other, whatever. I've been told Florida offered Lane Kiffin a contract that would have been the richest in the history of college football. So, whatever LSU had, Florida offered it too. So, he made his choice. That's
I
fine.
do believe.
And I'll also tell you this. Lane Kiffin, there were times Lane Kiffin was coming to Florida. And Jimmy Sexton and Lane Kiffin played it perfectly.
I believe he all but told Florida that he was coming. I certainly gave him because
take the all but part out.
He told him he was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, by the way, people talk about, don't you guys know? What we said is that's what he's saying.
So let me ask you this question, because obviously, and I get it. I get the angst towards Scott Strickland. But if Florida doesn't pivot,
they'd be sitting right now with who knows what.
Sumrall's at Auburn.
Yeah.
They love Sumrall. They like him a lot. A lot of different people interviewed Sumrall, including Herbs. They like Sumrall. They see him more as, you know how we talk about the D1 assistant, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
They see him as a Kirby Smart, Dan Landing guy.
Right.
Defensive guy.
He's different personality than Billy Napier. This guy is...
That's who they see him as. Will they be right? I don't know. Will we be in the same seat again in 2 or 3 years? We might be. But if you're a Gator fan, why do you want to sit there and go, I mean, some of the comments, we'd be better off keeping Billy G. Are you out of your mind? Come on.
No. But I will say, he has accomplished about the same as Napier. His resume is about the same. He's winning the Sun Belt, or his conference is a little better. The AC is a little better.
He also, in his release, was smart enough to understand what is mandatory, he said, at Florida, which is a great offense. And he will hire an offense coordinator. I've already heard the name Brian Daboll. Would that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be happy.
There are a few of those names out there. So let's see who he brings in on OC and DC. And let's go from there. I mean, I choose to support. But I will tell you this. We'll know in a couple years. In this day and age, you'll know in a couple years.
Well, the schedule is manageable enough, especially what the last two is. This guy needs job number one, identify the 12 best players in the program and retain them.
Yeah, the other thing,
identify it properly. Don't. Now, what is Dave Caldwell's role? Like, the GM can be different things in different places. Like, I don't feel like some GMs, I don't think they're out scouting and determining who the players are going to be.
All y'all immediately, Gator Nation immediately goes to his record and blah, blah, blah.
That didn't.
And if you ever talk to Dave is a hell of a likable guy. He is a great dude to get along with, okay? That's number one. So that's a huge positive, considering the guy that they had in that role was not. So let's start right there, okay? Right. Now, next thing. Florida, I told you this a month ago. The GM was going to be an important role for the Gators. They were looking at GMs first. GMs were an important part. Howie Roseman, Gator alum.
With the Eagles.
One of the most successful, if not the most successful, the OG of GMs in the NFL. Highly endorsed Dave Caldwell, okay? A guy, Howie Roseman, who wants Florida to win. A guy who has won Super Bowls at Philadelphia with coaches who aren't going to the Hall of Fame.
I get that, but at the same time, they didn't hire him. And here in Jacksonville especially, it's a complete different news event because Dave Caldwell here
All right,
failed.
so now,
they didn't win. They didn't
now
develop
we
a
take the GM and we let the GM control the players' salaries. We let the GM budget, portal hunt, and let the coach work on that. But also, the coach can be 100% on coaching game planning. It's just a business model that the college football is becoming the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we all see
salary
that.
cap, free agency, it's all there.
Yeah.
Only it's even worse than the NFL because in the NFL you can't just have a great year and leave immediately.
Yeah.
NFL wishes it had the college system.
So the GM Caldwell, he can play the business side of things with the student with the athletes, the business athletes,
and not have to hurt feelings. In
right.
other words,
the
like
coaches,
putting an agent in the
buddy.
process.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But here's the GM coming in and playing the
good
hard
cop,
ball.
bad cop when you
Yeah.
have to. Well, hopefully he's good at that. And look, it's an apples to oranges job. He's, it was not a successful tenure as the Jags GM. It didn't work. I get it.
And he'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
he knows.
This is different, and this is so transient.
Yeah.
It's like the NFL a lot of
I'm
ways.
excited about it. And look, I get it. And everybody, that's
here
fine.
in town, Dave Caldwell's not in there. It's gonna draw more derision and tee than it is a coup. But it's been so bad. Just
let me tell you something
just
else.
Purify the water a little.
The Condren rumor wasn't true, and no matter what people will tell you, and
that was that they had Kiffin and he said no, I want someone else.
And I do think that the money men, are excited about Sumrall, and I've had more than one tell me I'm gonna help Florida more financially.
Well, Urban,
which is good,
and there is this: if they're genuine, if Urban and Spurrier are recommending and endorsing, that matters. I didn't see that for Napier. You get, oh yeah, he's a good guy, but I mean, they look.
I know
he needs to be Kirby and Lanning. That's the bottom line. He can't be Mark Stoops.
Correct.
He can't be Josh Heupel. He can't. It's got to be the difference maker.
All right, we'll talk more about it. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous. Come
Boselli
correct.
next.
The big fella coming up after the break.
Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank you to all the members and contractors for their continued support and partnership. Together, they've helped build a stronger foundation for Jacksonville since 1901. Enjoy spending time with your friends and families this holiday season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Local 234, make the right connection. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, the holiday season is here. It's December. My friends at Beards are stocking up. When you're ready, Beards is ready. Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse. No middleman pricing on exquisite diamonds. Unlike the other stores in the town center, Beards ain't a Wall Street-owned jeweler. They're family-owned by great people. The Lupos right here in Jacksonville. You say hello to them. They've been around here forever. And they run circles around those conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. And if you're wondering about lab-grown diamonds, Beards will teach you. They have natural and lab-grown. And don't forget, Beards has case after case of fashion jewelry. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones. Bottom line, you don't need to shop anywhere else. Beards is local. They got a massive selection. They stand behind what they sell. They take care of local customers. They're 100% accountable because they live here. Check them out. Shop local. Shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestoProsAnyFlorida.com.
Pros.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Dailies Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece.
Earning to play meaningful games in November and December, guys. That's what that is. We've earned this right. Winners win. And we continue to find ways to win. So proud of you guys coming in and getting hard wins on the road in division. Keep winning. 1 week at a time. Go 1-0 every single week.
Amen. Oh, yeah.
Hi to Tony.
Liam Cohen, Tony Boselli, Jimmy Gladstone, the Triumvirate,
the Justice League,
have guided the Jags to first mission, meaningful football in December.
Oh.
That's what we talked about, Tony, back in August and
Welcome,
in July. And so congratulations. Meaningful football in December starts today.
Oh, yeah. No, this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what it's all about. Get into December and have a chance to be talking about winning the division and playoff seeding, and it matters. And I can't say enough about the job our coaching staff has done, and led by Liam and our players, and fighting through injuries and some tough times and tough moments, but just showing up week in, week out, and getting us to 8-4, and everything's sitting right in front of us. Pretty exciting time, and that's what listen. That's what you want. That's why you work in the off season. That's why you do everything you do. It's what we've talked about, and we're not where we want to be. Got a ways to go, but got a chance, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, and another thing that we've always talked about here on the program, Tony, for those who don't know, was a member of the drill once.
Save the show. Save the program.
Yeah.
We'll always appreciate it.
I wonder, Tony, before I bring this up, this excellent point that you made, what skills did you acquire from the drill that has helped you in your EVP career?
Yeah.
Many?
Yeah, quite a few. Everything not to do, and every bad action, and everything.
Nice.
Like, don't do that, and you'll be successful.
Perfect.
And it'll work out.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you remember
Glad to help.
You remember saying, the beauty of the NFL is you never know. You never really know. You think you know. But here we are, December 1st, and we still don't know, by the way. But you're in position. But, the Chiefs and the Ravens are everybody's favorites are 6-6, and who knows? I mean, so you gotta play the games, man. It's the beauty of the league. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we sit here in December, and we got 5 games left, and a lot will be determined still. Who divisions across the league, playoff seeding. Who's going to be playing in January? All those things are still yet to be told. And I think one of the things, and Liam said it in the locker room afterwards, you guys played the clip, is, hey, all we can worry about is this week. Let's go find a way to win a game against a really good Colts team. We've talked about that around this building from the start. Let's go play our style football. Let's go be us. And not worry about the outcome, not worry about anything else, and things will be just fine.
Tony,
I think this team has done that, and they've bought in, and cannot. I mean, we have a bunch of guys playing through injuries, a bunch of guys that, probably if you'd have drawn it up at the beginning of the year, would be Devon Hamilton making meaningful snaps on special teams, snapping the ball. I mean, that right there, that's a guy since the start of the season who's played high-end, really good football on the defensive line. Snap in, snap out, doing his job. We have the best rush defense in the NFL. He's a big reason for that. And you get out there yesterday, and all of a sudden we get back spasms, with Ross. And I'm going, okay, here we go. Let's go, big Devon Hamilton going out there snapping gloves.
They fluttered too, boy.
Taped up. But he did it, and he got it done. And
that's what matters.
You got Logan back there taking quick punts. And
wanting to kill people.
Yeah, I'm
not going to kill people.
Battling.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love the grit of this team and the guys, and I think it's a reflection of our head coach and the way that our coaching staff approaches it, and it's good stuff.
No more harsh commentary for the punting game, by the way, out of the studios moving forward. Tony, I tell me if there's some truth to this, but I think the culture and chemistry gets a turbo boost when it's backed up by the positive reinforcement of winning. And as you go deeper into the season, you start to play better football. I mean, let's don't sugarcoat this. 2 of the last 3 weeks, this team has played the most buttoned-up, best football I've seen here in 15 years.
Oh.
But when you look back, you can live with, we didn't play our best. We had 4 turnovers. But you won the games, and it feels like that kind of fast forwards the process as long as you keep it up. It feels like a better team now than it did 5 weeks ago, and they felt okay then.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it goes back. I mean, when James, Liam, and I got the jobs from Shad and sat down and talked about what type of team we wanted to be, the one consistent kind of theme was a tough team, and that's just not physically tough, but mentally tough.
Right.
A team who's resilient. And I think it's not always going to be pretty. And things are going to happen in the midst of a 60-minute football game. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. You're going to get calls that go against you. We've definitely had that this year. There's going to be calls that go for you. The ball bounces funny sometimes. And I think the team that has the ability to have that toughness that shows up physically week in and week out, approaches the game the right way, the way it's supposed to be played, but also has a mental toughness that isn't going to flinch, isn't going to get too down. And we've had to learn some hard lessons through the season. And each time what this team has done to date is respond. And that's all you can ask of guys. All you can ask of guys is to come show up to work their tails off, and when it comes to Sunday, go out there and be the best version of themselves, go out there and play the right way, and we'll live with whatever the outcome is.
Thought 16 had his best game of the year yesterday, especially in the first half. I know that the challenge for Liam Cohen and this coaching staff is to get the best out of him, and he's trending in the right direction. I thought he was outstanding.
Listen, I think Trevor, like all of the guys, new system, whole new staff, new building, kind of how we're going to do things, and And I think from day one, what Trevor has done has shown up and done whatever it takes to be the best he can be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard. That's a tough position to play in this league.
Yep.
And Liam is a demanding coach and he comes in and expects a lot. And at every turn, Trevor's answered the call. And he's gotten better throughout the years, like a lot of guys on this team.
Yeah.
And I still think his best football is ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what Trevor has shown is toughness.
Mm-hmm.
You look at how he yesterday running the ball, getting tough yardage.
Yeah.
We're down the goal line, 2-point conversion, put his head down. Guys appreciate that when your quarterback is one of the tough guys. And there's also been a mental toughness to Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't always gone well. At that position, you guys know this. You're going to get criticized. You're going to have everyone has an opinion of how you should be playing, and all Trevor's done is show up each day. He's been accountable. He's owned it, and he just continues to get better. And I thought he's played really good football. He's helped us win these football games. Even you go back to the Arizona game. A 4-turnover game, 3 interceptions, the sack fumble that led to points. Not at any point did I look out there and feel like Trevor was overwhelmed
mm-hmm.
or
mm-hmm.
It was too much or there was any quit in him at all. And to me, that was an exciting time because you look at a guy who is leading the franchise, leading this team
right.
on the field and is fighting through his own personal adversity, which is tough at that position. And he just kept on firing and was a big reason why we won that game and made big-time throws when it counted and did the same thing yesterday, used his legs like we just talked about. So I think his best football is ahead of him, but he's playing really good football right now for us.
Tony, when we get to the end of the year and all the columnists put together who won the trade deadline, there were big names that were dealt, and they went all over the league. But buddy Jacobe Meyers has hit a sweet spot here. Drops can be contagious. So can hands and catches. And this dude's his professionalism as he continues to eat up this offensive playbook. Man, it was a perfect sweet spot hit, I thought, at the trade deadline. And so far, how would you grade it out?
Well, listen, let's give James Gladstone a ton of credit. I mean, James has done an outstanding job from day one of looking at the roster, working with Liam, of how we want to build it, how do we, what type of team do we want to be, and is a tireless worker of, trying, how can we be better? And that's one thing that the three of us talk about. We're not going to be satisfied. We're always going to try to be better week in, week out. We're going to do whatever we can to put the best team on the field. And James did a great job of identifying Jacobe as the type of guy that would fit in to what we're building and how we operate. And Jacobe's come in and done exactly what we thought he would. We knew he was a tough guy, good blocker, worked the middle of the field, and had elite hands. And he's a professional receiver. He catches the ball. He's in the right spot. He gets open. He does everything you could ask of him. And from day one, I think what people probably don't appreciate, comes in day one and is productive the first time he's on the field when we need him. And so it's not just the physical capabilities that a guy like Jacobe has, it's the mental capacity to learn a whole new system in the middle of the season and go out there and be productive and make plays and help us win football games. So give a lot of credit to our front office and to James and his team of identifying Jacobe and making it happen.
10 wins in a row against the Colts here in Jacksonville. Huge game coming up on Sunday at the bank. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun, Tony Boselli.
Breakfast with Boselli, Tony would guarantee the victory, Dan, and then say we're going to win the last 5, be the top seed and win the Super Bowl. He can't do that anymore, you see. No more bluebirds on the shoulder. We got to be real.
Yeah.
But it is a really, really big, exciting game, Tony. Like you, Dan and I have been here since game 1, through every game. And this one racks up in its importance, and it's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to be at Dailies with our partners there, giving away 10 packs later in the week, and it's a great opportunity.
Listen, it's a really good Colts team coming in. They got the best running back in football, and Jonathan Taylor. We have a really good run defense. What a matchup there! That's gonna be tough for our guys. And Daniel Jones is tough individual and making big plays. They got Alex Pierce outside, and then they got a defense that's been getting after people. And so, what happened in the past, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've won in a row. That means nothing.
But it's the biggest game in franchise history, Tony.
Dan, I get a lot of grief, but from people like you and the media and people online, and I love it. But I truly believe this is the most important game in the history of this franchise.
I know you do.
And and that's not me just saying it. It is, and I look forward to. We look forward to the opportunity because it's for the division lead.
Yeah.
And the Colts have had a great season. They're well coached. They're going to come in here coming off a tough loss against Houston. And so we're going to get their best shot. We got to give them our best shot. And one of the things that, as we come back home in meaningful games in December.
That's what we wanted. Yeah.
Just as important as anything is our crowd.
This is what it's all about, friend. This is why we fought so hard to get this franchise to have these moments.
That's right. And what we need from our fans is, man, come fill this place up.
Yeah.
Like, let's just not create the great atmospheres on big Monday nights or games or the playoffs.
This is a huge one.
All that. This is a huge one.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I can't wait.
And so my ask is for our fans. I said this early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we want to put the best team on the field that goes out and competes and represents this organization, this city, and our fan base week in and week out. That's our goal. I want this stadium to be one of the toughest places to play in the NFL, not just because of what our players do on the field, because of what our fan base brings and the atmosphere they create in that stadium. And that's loud, getting after it, cheering our guys on, being loud when the opponent's on the field. That means something to our guys. It means something to us in this organization when our fans show up like that. So get there early, fill it. I don't want to see any Colts blue or people sitting let's make sure it is all teal.
Thank you.
Fill that stadium and get there early. And the only thing I can guarantee, I will guarantee this, that this team's going to come out and give a great effort. It's going to play our brand of football, a tough physical game, tough mindset. And I got a lot of confidence that the Colts are coming in to do the same exact thing. So I think it's going to be a great game, and look forward to the opportunity to get out there and watch our guys go and give it their best shot.
All right, last thing before we let you go, Don Anthony, I've noticed a trend here. Tuesday, October 7th, you were with us, and now Monday, December 1st, you were with us, both after 3-game winning streaks.
What are you trying to say? I'm ducking you guys?
I'm not saying you're
starts with Dan Hickett, Jeff Prosser.
I'm not saying you're ducking at all. I'm just saying I've noticed a trend here, so hopefully we can continue on and
I've noticed
get
this.
you more often. You're always welcome.
I've noticed this trend. I'll change the topic for you, Tone. I've noticed this trend, Dan, and I know you have been ahead of this story the whole time, and that is the personal bitter rivalry between Tony Boselli and John Lynch. Well, I'm just going to say, our guy, as an official member of an NFL front office now, as the E to the V to the P of the Jags, is 8-4. Which is like a 670 winning percentage.
Atta baby.
And I'm looking at John Lynch here. He's struggled to 79-66. So we're outpacing him and performing in there as well.
I'm talking, Johnny.
The worm is turned, Bizzles. Yeah.
The E to the V to the P.
Let's hope that we'll have a couple more opportunities to come and do a little throwback breakfast with Boselli. But more important, listen, at the end of the day, it is about this team. And
100%.
And I know we're excited I'm excited for the.
I think we all are.
Yeah, we are.
I'm excited for our fans, the whole organization. But most importantly, I'm excited for our coaching staff and our players because they're the ones who put the work in. This is a group that works their tail off.
Good.
And the work they put on the practice field and the film room, our coaches working around the clock to make sure this team's ready. And because of that, we got an opportunity in December. We talked about it at the beginning of the year. We want to be playing meaningful games in December. Knew that the way the schedule was set up, with a lot of division games at the back half, that this division was going to be decided at this time. We're right in the midst of it. But, boy, Jeff, I think you said it. There's a lot to be written still. You got the Colts, who are 8-4, a really good football team. The Texans are playing their best football. They got the number one defense in the NFL. This is a tough division, a division that's been looked down on for a long time. You got 3 teams that are right in the midst of trying to win the division, but also for playoff seeding. And my guess is, teams that are going to make some noise in January too. So we got our hands full ahead of us, and it starts with a really good Colts team coming to town this Sunday.
He's number 71 in your program, number 1 in all of our hearts. Don Anthony Boselli, Jr., PFHOF, number
355.
355.
Yes.
Love you, Bo.
Thank you, Tony.
See you, buddy.
See you guys.
Continued success. There he goes. By the way, we will be at the Dailies Dash there, San Jose Boulevard, just north of Marbon, 12227. You want to punch it into the GPS. The box is set up, 2 10-packs of tickets to this huge home game. You can get them for free when we do the drawing coming up on Thursday morning. All right, back with more next. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Sewer backups stink, literally. Tree roots, old pipes, or major clogs can be the cause. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline inspects and clears sewer lines fast. If your sewer's backed up, make the Superior choice and learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for Beaches Dermatology. For all your skincare needs, beautification, and, of course, taking good care of that skin, Beaches Dermatology is my go-to. Ladies and gentlemen, Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader take terrific care of you. Beaches Dermatology always voted one of the best places to work by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Shout out to all the fine folks off Solana Road. That's where I go, but there are other locations to serve you. They want to remind you, even in these winter months, protect that skin from the sun. If you're out working all day, if you're at your kid's game, if you're fishing, if you're golfing, floppy hats, man, long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. And if something does show up, beachesdermatology.com is the place to go to make the appointment at the location that best serves your needs. That's beachesdermatology.com and Beaches Dermatology for all your skincare needs.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com.
So you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
'Tis the season for savings at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Take advantage of the Second Amendment sales tax holiday, now through December 31st. Firearms, ammo, and accessories, all tax-free. Secure your holiday gifts with a Browning gun safe, and they'll deliver it right to your door. Come test shoot the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews at Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard.
Join 1010XL and the Frangie Show live from Firehouse Subs in Julian Creek, December 2nd from 4 to 6. It's your chance to meet a Jags player, more cheerleaders, and grab a hot sub. That's Tuesday the 2nd, 4 to 6 at Firehouse in Julian Creek.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars,
thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This holiday season, Universal Roof and Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Got a bunch to the left. Trevor drops. Fires middle of the field. The ball is going to be caught for the touchdown, Jacobe Meyers. And Jacksonville is in the end zone and has taken the lead.
6 for 90 and a score. He's caught every 6 targets, 6 catches.
Yeah.
I feel like he's opening up the field. You know, one thing we've always said about the offense's development, we don't run enough plays where the quarterback goes back in the pocket and then a crossing route opens up where there's a 10-yard window.
Yeah.
And he seems to be, I'm not going to say he's created them, but man, that passing game looks so much smoother.
4 games, he's got 18 catches for 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's terrific stuff.
And I think it takes some pressure off of Brian Thomas Jr. to have to, there were flashes there yesterday. I thought it was nothing overwhelming, but a couple times he caught the ball short of the first and got to the first. He had the big block on the Jacobe Meyers and maybe playing without Parker Washington. We'll see. That's a huge loss. He had been awesome in the return game and really coming on and developing as a receiver. But the Jacobe Meyers security blanket, and you heard there. And here's something else that happens. You know what? All those pressures will matter if you end the season on a sack streak and get to 11 or 12. Suddenly your disappointing year is going to become an all-star level one.
Anybody see what happened with Rodney Harrison last night?
No.
He got discombobulated, man. It was uncomfortable.
What do you mean?
Well, he's on the set, and he's talking to Little Collinsworth and
this is the Sunday Night Football.
Tony Dungy, and they kept going to him, and he's like, I'm sorry. And I don't know if somebody was talking in his ear, which could be very simple, no big deal. He just got thrown, or if he was having some sort of, seizure, but it was, concerning. And it was uncomfortable. Little Collinsworth handled it pretty well. He tried 2 or 3 times to get back to him, and he kept messing up.
It wasn't. Yeah, something was wrong then. Something wasn't right.
But I don't know if somebody was talking. I never know if anybody's ever said anything, or he's fine, or he's just was a malfunction of the he could hear everybody talking. Sometimes, listen, television's not hard, gang. But one of the challenging points is if somebody's yapping in your ear, or you get something called mix minus, where you hear yourself a second later.
Yeah.
It's very disconcerting. You got to totally focus out and focus on your voice, like what you're saying, and not worry about what you're hearing. And sometimes you can pull your earplug out, too. You'll see people do that. So, but I don't know what happened to him, but hopefully it wasn't a health episode is what I'm saying. I'm hoping he just got discombobulated. But it was definitely noticeable.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Actually, let me go down.
The memes with Lane Kiffin were classic and well done on the social media world yesterday. The Marty Smith aging was classic. Marty was in Oxford. Everybody was concerned about Marty because he was there waiting on Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin took all of Friday and then Saturday, and it was supposed to be Saturday morning and Saturday and into Sunday, and so it was a lot. It was a lot, and it was funny. But there was one great song we can't play, unless you clean it up, and it'd be a lot of cleaning. A Jamaican reggae song about Lane Kiffin leaving. That was with some great graphics that is worth a look if you want to find.
It's a fair argument that somebody made, and I think Coach Saban made it, that this is a college football calendar issue as much as it is a personal.
Let's not. BS.
I don't know
BS on all these coaches.
How do you
Jeff,
change jobs?
And the millions of dollars. It's fine. It's not an issue. It's fine. The money.
You're happy if you're Ole Miss fan? You don't get your coach to try and win a title?
They take this money. They don't. Pete Carroll told me to do it.
I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about literally when it hurt Florida. You cannot perform your business as usual, or you can't make, like I said, the NFL at least arranges free agency. Put it in a period.
I just don't like other coaches commenting on coaching issues when they make 5 to 10, and then they get a raise from 4 to 8,
and
$8
a
to
$50 million
$12.
buyout.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need them telling me so.
Well,
we should be smart enough to figure that out.
Really,
because I agree with you, but I don't want to hear from Nick Saban anymore, who refuses to do anything but sit his fat ass on the set of ESPN and tell us everything that's wrong with college football while he rakes it all in.
That's what they're paying
If
it
you
for.
really care, Nick, become the commissioner and take care of it.
That's what they're paying
You
him
hypocrite.
for. They're paying him to give
And
you those,
Herbie.
to give you those opinions. What about
man,
Herbie?
he should be allowed to coach.
Sure.
He should be allowed to coach. Oh, Miss, I think I'm going to cry again for the 20.
Oh, no.
Where's
the
Pete?
dog?
Where's Pete?
He named his
Pete,
dog Pete.
I need my guide dog.
He named his dog Pete.
God
Is it an emotional
almighty,
support
man.
dog?
Enough with
ESD?
these guys.
Yeah. I really the
Sorry,
only loser in the whole. I don't feel sorry for any of those people. The only loser in all this are the Ole Miss players and fans. They're the losers. They're the only ones that are affected by this. Lane Kiffin's not affected. I've already seen the video of hugs and kisses landing in Oxford like they just
he's with the number
stole
one player in the
gold.
country.
Right,
Look
of
at
course.
me. Wait,
Listen, the big.
I'm all about LSU.
At the same time, I'm not going to dismiss or downplay the instant impact reality check change of address for Florida football. The one thing that would have gotten with Lane Kiffin, we would have gotten immediacy.
Yeah.
I believe if Lane Kiffin went to Gainesville with what's there and obviously who he can attract, they'd have been a 10-win team immediately.
Yeah.
And I don't have that same belief with John Summerall, no matter what he might be.
Well, they better find a quarterback.
We're going to sit here. We're just sitting here right next to Nebraska and Auburn and all the other 6-6 wannabes.
Yeah.
And it's old and it's tired. And Power 5 coaches, when hired by the big boys, have not worked, period. There are no success stories. Signetti's the biggest. I've got the list, man, that if you wanted to go down just to pile. And that doesn't mean that Summerall won't. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that the history for here are the Power 5 coaches that have gotten jobs, the group of 5 who've gone to Power 4. Memphis, Justin Fuente went to Virginia Tech, 43-31, fired. George O'Leary resigned. Tommy Tuberville went from left Cincinnati, didn't get another job, resigned 4-8. Tom Herman, remember Houston, went to Texas, 32-18, fired. Matt Rule from Temple to Baylor, 19-20, fired. Scott Frost couldn't win at Nebraska, went off and went 16-31 and fired. Mike Norvell to FSU, hasn't worked. Luke Fickell to Wisconsin, it's been a disaster. Willie Fritz, remember him from Tulane? Yeah. Shoot, he beat USC in the Sugar Bowl.
Willie Fritz 9-3 with Houston this
Okay,
year.
12
second year. Hold on now. Willie Fritz is a success.
12-11.
Well, he went 4-8. Now he's 9-3.
Yeah, Houston's okay. 4-8 to 9-3 is going to make for a. If
we go 9-3 next year, everybody be dancing.
Next year, you bet. Rhett Lashley hasn't moved. Anyway, it's not a. Meanwhile, look at the coaches that are in the playoff, and most of them are either former Power 5 or Power 5 assistants. But we'll see.
Yeah.
It's not a. I do think that Gator fan, if he wins, will like this guy.
Yeah.
Of course, they like anybody if they won. Who we can. Remember when Billy won his very first game over a ranked team in the Swamp? Anthony Richardson was making plays like a Heisman winner.
Here's what I would I saw that I would do this if I'm the new coach, John Summerall. They open with Florida Atlantic and the Campbell Camels.
Campbell Camels. What a great team.
They need next year to have outscored the competition about 140-10 after those first two games.
And what's game 3 anyway?
I don't know. They haven't put the schedule out, but there's
just saying.
At Auburn, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, at Kentucky, at Missouri, at Texas.
Way easier than what it has been.
But
not
nothing's
easy.
easy.
But
it's hard because of who we are.
Yeah. Right, that's fair.
We are one of the worst teams in the SEC.
Yeah, bottom 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But more talent than those other ones. We've just been poorly managed and coached. I really do believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe if this guy's the real deal, that he could step in and win 9 games next year. I do.
Yeah.
If he's as good, if he's super.
I concur. Like I said, you'll know in 2 years.
Right. Like that's what Urban did, by the way. He didn't
Yeah.
come in and go 12-0 and win the Natty. He went 9-3 though and got you good.
Let's grab a break. We got Freddie T coming up next. This is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It takes all cylinders working together to complete a successful drive.
We need a drive right now.
Listen for the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game
Need a drive right now.
on 1010XL.
We gotta finish.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for the Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res. Is your home ready for the holidays? 'Tis the season to be jolly, and nothing makes me jollier than a clean home with the holidays right around the corner. It's time to get ready for friends, family. What better way to do that than with Zero Res? When was the last time you had your hard surfaces deep cleaned? Zero Res removes built-up dirt, sticky residue, trapped grime from tile, ground, hardwood, and LVP, restoring shine, refreshing the color, and helping your floors look newer, longer, and prevent stains and odors. Call Zero Res right now, gang. 287-5727. Or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell me about the 1010XL special. And this month, 20% off all hard surface cleaning. Also get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 and take $75 off air duct cleaning. Spots are filling up fast. It's December. Don't wait. Lock yours in today. Happy holidays from all of us at Zero Res. Zero Res!
Hey, folks, it's Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter, Amber, and she's been telling you how much weight she's dropped with Awaken 180. It's hard to believe. Even in football season, even when she hangs out with her friends, and even when she tailgates and does all that stuff, she's still losing weight. You can even drink alcohol. Can you believe that? Well, Awaken 180 shows you how to swap calories, not flavor. You have to be disciplined, but they make it easy. Amber and I talk about this all the time. She can't believe how easy it is, and she's so excited about it. But what I will tell you is it's really working. I see how excited she is. I see the look on her face. I see how her self-esteem has changed and her confidence. It's one of the greatest things that's ever happened with my daughter, and it means that much to me. Now, Awaken 180 programs are reimbursable with your HSA or FSA, and those HSA dollars expire December 31st. Don't leave money on the table. Call Awaken 180 today and kickstart your transformation before the new year. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com.
He's one of the greatest Gators in school history.
Who are you? Who's he?
Chris Doring brings the heat to the drill with Dan and Jeff. Tuesday mornings at 7:20 on 1010XL. Protected by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crisp, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleburg. There's 17 locations now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
Want to make this the most unforgettable Christmas? Beards Diamonds is here to help with our most dazzling selection ever. Stylish rings, dazzling earrings, eye-catching bracelets, show-stopping pendants and necklaces. Imagine the look in her eyes opening that box and seeing that magnificent and meaningful piece of jewelry. Beards Diamonds showcases are fully stocked with the classics, as well as the latest trendy fashion jewelry from world-class designers. Unique, one-of-a-kind items you can't find anywhere else. And if you need our help, our non-commissioned experts will guide you, respecting your price range and offering you tips on can't-miss gifts for the season. Ask about Diamond Classic Jewelry, now available in either natural or lab-grown diamonds. Beards has something for everyone. So this December, give the gift that sends the message of love like nothing else. A beautiful, meaningful, and memorable piece of jewelry from Beards Diamonds, the town center's only locally owned jeweler you can trust. Merry Christmas from Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. In the win over Tennessee, head coach Liam Cohen liked the play of his QB.
Thought early on especially that he was accurate, was seeing the field well, made some good throws.
The Noles wrapped up a disappointing season with loss to the rival Florida Gators. Florida surged in the second half with big plays from DJ Lagway and Jaden Baugh. Seminoles did avoid last place in the ACC. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:13, it's 59 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Always like handing it off to our running back on Mondays and catching up with Freddie T. Exciting times. Jacksonville Jaguars 8-4. We actually had it for us. The three of us, a Gator Jaguar double treat. That hasn't happened much this year.
For a while.
But we'll get to that. We want to ask Fred about some of that stuff later. But let's talk about the first place Jacksonville Jaguars. Fred, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, man.
Yeah.
Feels good to be in first place.
Yeah, that's nice. You know what that means? Today's December 1st. That means meaningful football throughout the most important month of the year until the playoffs. That's great.
Fred, it feels like 2 of the last 3 weeks, they've played 2 of the more complete, emphatic wins in Jaguars history almost, and certainly recently history, and one came against a really good team, and one came against a really bad one, and I think that's a good sign in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, a few weeks ago, we talked about identity. Who is this team? You know, how are they mentally tough? Are they physically tough? Can they win against bad teams? You know, learning to refocus. Can they win against good teams? They've shown that. So I think this team is prepped and ready and prepared. The coaches have done well of getting players ready to play, and hopefully this trend will continue.
Yeah. Listen, Fred, what Tennessee, memories of the Titans for you, and we talked about this, and obviously they're down right now, and it's always good to kick them when they're down, at least for Jaguar fans. Going up there and winning is never easy, and it was yesterday, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's the NFL. Look, people think, okay, well, this team is,
right.
1-10. It should be a cakewalk. It doesn't work that way. Those guys get paid handsomely. They practice. They put in the same work. Jacksonville just, they continue to step on their neck as they should have. Jacksonville is a really good team. We've said that. They've shown spurts where they didn't look like a really good team for 2 weeks, the Rams and the Seahawks game, but they're a very, very, very good team. And it's been plug and play for the Jaguars, and they're doing it with backups and backups to backups. So that's a testimony to the coaching staff, again, having the guys ready. Speaking of Tennessee, yes, the memories I have, they suck. But,
right.
Yesterday throughout the course of the game, I was saying to myself, like, man, why couldn't they have been this bad in 1999? Just one game.
Just one time. Throw us a bone.
Oh.
Yeah, but, again, those times are way past us. It was just a brief moment, like, boy. But this team handled business, and hopefully they can continue to build on this momentum. They've won 3 in a row. November just wrapped up. Here we are in December. They have a really tight schedule to play in order to finish out strong. 5 remaining, 2 versus the division co-leader in the Colts. You have a really good Broncos team who, pulled out a game last night. I was actually rooting for Washington.
Sure, me too.
But, and then you have a Jets team who's still feisty, who's still playing hard. and then you got to wrap up with the Titans again. So, man, a lot of football left. Got to get some players back in there. Got to maintain the mindset that they have, and got to get in the playoffs.
Fred, I was just looking this up. You against FSU went 22 for 164 and 4 touchdowns. What a game that was.
234 in the bowl game.
Yeah, and then you went for 234 in the bowl game.
Jaden Ball just went 266, Fred.
Yeah,
Your thoughts
266.
as you watched, if you were able to watch it.
You had 43 carries. How did you feel after that game, by the way? 43 for 234. Last game of the year, and that was Jaden Ball's last game, and he had all those carries as well.
I had officially closer to 250 carries.
Mm-hmm.
A few runs were called back that didn't make the official stat. So it was closer to 250 for about 260. Yeah, I felt great. I mean, the season was over.
Right.
I was in Columbia, South Carolina, buying a car before you could snap your fingers. We don't want that to happen for Jaden Ball. No. We want to make sure, in it's crazy times that we're living, that we want to make sure that they're able to re-sign him.
Well, he's a lucrative free agent in the college football world, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it right on the spot, man. Perfect timing for him. I'm excited for him. We started the season off this year with a Gator highlight in a conversation to get the fans riled up. Mm-hmm. And it was good talking to him and making that video with them. But, yeah, I'm excited for him. Hopefully John Summerall can come in with new energy and have a focus on making the quarterback play better. I think the quarterback play was just average, barely, and he could get better. A lot of room for that position to get better. There are some bright spots. Obviously, we're talking about one, and then the receiver position. Vernon Brown Jr., Vernon Brown, we have to find a way to utilize him and, reward him for being the type of talent that he is. And hopefully they can put that together for 2026.
I want to go back one more thing with you, Freddie Taylor, and we appreciate the time as always. You are a man of not many words, but when you say it, you always backed it up. We always go back to that Tennessee game and how you backed it up, but you did that with the Jaguars as well, right? When you made Colts rookie safety Mike Doss the last piece of roadkill on the way to your game-winning touchdown run. Could you tell us that story again as the Jaguars back in, gosh, what year was that? 2000, what, 2, 3? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it was somewhere up in there. I think it was 3, 4, maybe somewhere up in there. One of those years. Mm-hmm. Mike Doss was a young rookie, and he was excited.
Oh, no.
Do we get cut?
There he is. Yeah, so he made.
I think Dawson.
You just got to find a little motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to motivate you. And I took that play more personally than professionally. And I said, all right, just wait until we see you in Jacksonville. And the moment aligned. It aligned just right. Yeah. And my moment, and then when you get certain moments, you have to be able to take advantage of them. And that particular situation for the game winner, and I was able to, just get a handoff, made spin move, jump cut, burst north, and he was in the way.
Yeah, he was.
He was in between me and the win.
He's wishing he wasn't in the way.
Fred said midweek, quote, "I'm going to bust his ass. I'm going to punish him." And he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Nowadays, that would be followed by a simple pause.
Yeah. That would have got a lot more play in today's day, right? You barely remember that.
Yeah, it's true. But, Mike Doss was a good player, man. Yeah. We've had some conversations since then. We don't have a ton, but, I respect his game when he was out there, man. High energy. He made a great play on me, actually, up there in Indy. I just took it personally. I just needed one reason to go harder. And he gave it to us.
Fred, you said something earlier in our conversation this morning that I'm not sure you've said with just like a genuine, conviction to it. And you said this: the Jags are a good team. And then you continued. Is that what you've determined now 12 games in? This are you secure in this team to believe as a good team that it's about playoff positioning now, not just making the playoffs?
I think it's you want to just get in the playoffs. But every week you got to play the same. Obviously, I don't know, who's going to be number 1 seed when this thing is all said and done, or 2 or whatever. But one gets all the glory. Like, one gets the benefit. And everybody else has to play, but everybody has to play. I said some weeks ago at the beginning of the year, maybe 4 or 5 games in, that they were a really good team.
Okay.
A much better team than a year ago. I just saw the consistency. I saw the sense of urgency, the sharpness, the attention to detail, better coached. I saw the energy from the coach, and you can see that kind of throughout the team. So, or you can see it show throughout the team. So, yeah, this is a much different culture. I think they understand what their identity is, and they fight for each other, and it's good to win. It's easier to show up to work when you're winning, you're enthused, you're supporting each other, and this is where they are. I got to get some guys healthy. Got to continue to have the guys that are out there believe in what they're doing. And they can continue to do that for these next 5 weeks, whatever the position is when they make the playoffs. They're going to have to accept that. They're going to have to go on and learn how to continue to win, multiple games in a row to get to their final destination, which is San Francisco.
I'll admit I'm excited about the Jags. I'm excited about Florida beating FSU, but I also would be remiss if I didn't say I was excited about you returning as a semifinalist in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So we got your back down here, man. We're rooting for you. One of 26 is an honor, and maybe this is, you never know. Maybe this is the year. I don't know. I listen, I pour over the names. We pour over the names. We discuss it here every time it comes out, and we get you in. So I don't know.
Hey, I know, right?
I don't know what
starts with Dan Hickey.
No, man,
I got a track record.
I do appreciate you guys, man. I know you've been in my corner for years, and the Jaguars fan base. Mm-hmm. They've been in my corners for years. Everywhere I go, people walk up to me, "Hey, man, what I got to do to get you in?" Right. I mean, I know, right? So, I appreciate the fans, man, for their support. I honestly, I truly do. And same with you guys and everyone that think I'm worthy of making.
Oh, you are. You don't have to. Yeah, there's no thinking here. You if you play a sport for 100 years, and when you leave the sport, you're one of the top 15 ever to do what you did. That puts you in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why it's so hard.
We'll get there eventually. I hope it's quick enough that people can enjoy it.
Yeah.
What's the whole anyway?
But anyway,
that's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they have like lady math.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like you go shopping, buy a home, they call it lady math.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can call this Hall of Fame stuff media math.
I like that.
Because the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
It ain't mathing.
It ain't
math ain't mathing. And the analytics, those are bigger and bigger, more pointed out in public. And the analytics of the, consecutive 100-yard, 1,000-yard season, 100-yard games.
Look at the stats.
All of them.
Look at the highlights.
Yeah.
And then tell me But we'll say it. We'll say it till we're blue in the face.
I'll stand by that. You will be wearing that jacket one day. Let's make it sooner than later.
All right, Freddie. Appreciate you, man.
Hopefully they're not burying me.
No, not at all. I don't get that sense.
Amen to that.
I don't get that sense.
Have a great week,
All right,
man.
guys.
Appreciate you. All right.
Appreciate it. All right.
Yep, there he goes, Fred Taylor. Our running back will take a break. This is The Drill.
It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When all the games are in the books, it's time to take a closer look. Post-game Monday. Dive into Sunday's matchups and break down the key moments, surprising plays, and everything in between. Prepared by Dandy Foods on 1010XL.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Hey, you ready to reclaim your backyard? Man, I want to tell you guys about Surfside Pools. They've been around a long time. They've been serving Northeast Florida since 1977. That's a trusted name for expert pool design. They're family-owned and operated. They're stable. They've been around. They offer pool service. They take great care of my pool. Every week, on time, take care of it. Tell me if anything needs maintenance, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, new pool construction. They just put one in down the street from us. Let Surfside Pools transform that backyard into the oasis you crave. No regrets here. I love my pool. I'm ready to float happy. If you are, visit surfsidepools.net or give them a call, 246-2666, 246-2666. They're Surfside Pools and Spas. That's where luxury meets leisure.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
It's hard to tame a hurricane.
Let's not get hysterical here, okay? Calm down.
Find out what you need to know about the Canes on the Performance Painting Hurricane Report.
Your source for weekly Canes news and nuggets
on 1010XL.
Ready for huge holiday savings? It's the Expert Automotive Giving Garage. This Christmas, they're driven to give back. Bring in any new wrap toy donation and get $50 off any service. That's $50 off repairs, diagnostics, or maintenance just for helping a child. Plus, they're giving you 50% off your oil change, $50 off any service with a toy, and 50% off oil changes. The Giving Garage at Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
All right, so ET, we're going to be at our Ultimate Fan giveaway with the Dash coming up on San Jose Boulevard. And while we're there, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and sign up and become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program there at Dailies and Shell. Save 10 cents a gallon on your first fill, 20 cents a gallon on your second fill, 30 cents a gallon on your third. Get everyday savings afterwards. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. When you see Dailies, you're seeing Shell. And sign up right now for that Fuel Rewards and save money at the pump.
XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
I don't want to make Jacobe Meyers out to be, this all-pro receiver, okay? But, man, Jacobe Meyers' appreciation thread is certainly available. This guy has come in here, played right away, got like 1 day, was out on the field catching balls. He's already got 18 receptions in 4 games. He's only been targeted 21 times. He's got 245 yards. That's 13.6 yards per reception. He's got a couple of touchdowns. He had the 50-yarder yesterday, 61 yards a game. A real professional and really has helped this wide receiver core, and something that James Gladstone thought we needed and was able to acquire at the trade deadline. Big trade addition in Jacobe Meyers. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benefits 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Rapidly growing, you betcha. Proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years, you betcha. Family-owned and operated, absolutely. Opportunity there for you? Just go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Dropping the throw. Trevor looks, lots of time. Now fires back, corner of the end zone, or the middle of the end zone. Touchdown! Brenton Strange in the middle of the field. A 21-yard touchdown catch from Trevor Lawrence, and Jacksonville has extended the lead.
Maybe the easiest play in quarterback history. He sat back there, made a sandwich, called up to the owner's box, said hello, gave a wave to the crowd, and then zipped one right on the target to Brenton Strange, who's been a nice addition to this offense since he came back the last couple of weeks.
Listen,
That's for sure.
Tony talked about the AFC South and the little bit of pride in the AFC South with it, we've been a doormat in this NFL for a long time, and we got 2 8-4s and a 7-5, and the Colts are good, but it's fair to say one of these teams very possibly likely will miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I think
Is that
so.
fair?
Yeah.
Well, we have the easiest road the rest of the way. I mean, easiest road. Now, nothing's easy in the NFL, don't get me wrong. But, again, you imagine playing Tennessee on the last day of the season? That Tennessee team is there. They're in Cabo. That's number 9.
That's a layup.
The Jets here, again, Jets won yesterday.
But again,
and they're fighting, but they got Tyrod Taylor, man. We listen, that should be 10.
I think our football team has showed us, and then I'll continue. You're talking dirty to me. But I think our team has showed, bottled up twice in the last 3 weeks that if they come focus, ready to play, ears pinned back, those are 2 really dominant games against the Chargers and Titans.
When I read you the Colts schedule, you can perceive them not winning another game. Now they will.
Yeah.
But they were 8-2. They've lost by 3 points to the Chiefs, by 4 points to the Texans, but they lost at home to the Texans. Now they come to Jacksonville where they've lost 10 in a row. Let's say they lose that. They might not. We'll see. 8-5. Then they go to Seattle. Oh, you better bring your lunch pail out there. Those guys are kicking A, man.
Yeah.
They beat the snot bubbles out of poor.
Bubbles were flying.
Did the Vikings have a, hey, do you want to be our quarterback this week contest? I don't know. Who is that guy?
I don't even know his name.
Brosmer?
Bromwell. I don't know.
Did you see his pick six?
No, I didn't watch any of that game.
Bro.
Not a single minute.
It's bad.
It may be the worst play by a quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
it reminds me of
good.
Who's that dude we had at Cleveland that we beat 44-0?
Spurgeon win?
Yeah, Spurgeon win.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of Spurgeon win.
I remember. I don't know why this resonates. There was a really bad one with the Raiders like a couple of years ago. But I gotta go look it up.
Google Brosmer pick six against Seattle and just watch it real quick.
Not pretty. Not a work of art.
But anyway, Jaguars at Seattle.
Yeah.
49ers.
I know.
Jags again. And at Texas.
Right. I know. Yeah.
They could very well be 8-9.
Listen, I asked you guys this question last week, and I was being legitimate. No, I said, would you rather have a 1-game lead, and then I rattled off the Indy schedule,
right?
Or would you rather be 1 game back and I rattled off the Jaguars schedule?
I'm not saying they're going to go 8-9. I'm just saying that is a.
But no. Your point is they could very easily play okay and go 10-7.
Yes,
they've got the back half now. We made it through that part 5-4. right? We lost to the Rams and the Seahawks, but we were able to beat the Chiefs. We were able to beat the Niners.
Now, the Texans have a big one with the Chiefs, but then they have the Cardinals and the Raiders. So if they lose to the Chiefs, they're 7-6. They're going to beat the Cardinals and the Raiders at home, 8-6, 9-6.
Yeah, we're still not out of it.
Then they go to the Chargers. All right, and then they got the Colts.
That's a big one.
That Colts-Texas game, probably for a playoff spot.
And if the Jags take care of business, the Jags could be the division winner there and be the one in good shape.
Yeah, we can kind of steer clear of them.
This is such a huge game because of the tiebreaker ramifications. It's a division game. It's a conference game. Those all matter when it comes down to ET has seen the play and he's laughing.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
What was he doing?
Just go down.
What was he doing? What was he doing? That's got to be up there, right?
Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah.
So he's rolling out, and he's getting pressure, and he purely panics.
That's not good.
And just flips
he heaves
the ball
it like over his head.
Yeah, like an overhead hook shot, and it goes right to their guy, and he runs it back 90 yards for a tutty.
Well, it will be strength against strength when the Colts come calling. The Jaguars remain, after yesterday's effort, number one in the league in rushing defense, giving up 82.4 a game. The Colts are number 4 in the league. You feel like the Jags have run it pretty good. We're down to like 10 or 11, so you've got the league's leading rusher in Jonathan Taylor, who's been bottled up a little bit these last couple of weeks. Guys like that don't stay bottled up forever, but the Jags need to play close to that rushing number. I think they'll be fine. Daniel Jones a little bit hobbled. This defensive line suddenly is applying pressure and picking up multiple sacks per week. So if they can continue that, do a good job on I will say this. If the Jags emerge from this week, Dan, still number 1 in the league against the run, we're going to be 9-4.
Yeah.
If we emerge still number 1 in the league, it will be 9-4, because that is an awful low number, 82 a game, especially considering how bad we were against it last year.
One more thing, we'll take a quick break. We got to catch up. Scott Van Pelt made a great analogy last night.
Okay.
Compare Lane Kiffin. Follow along here. Lane Kiffin with the Ole Miss LSU. I want to stay. It'd be like him saying, I made the difficult decision to leave my wife, who's been very loyal to me, for a woman she hates. I was hoping to keep living in our house through Christmas and acting like nothing was wrong. My request was denied by my wife, despite the kids wanting me to stay through Christmas time.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's not unlike. And again,
That's good.
The one that makes the Kiffin one different is you go to a place ultimately to have your best chance to win a national title, and mowing through 11-1 where you are, what's wrong with here for the same money?
Right.
That's the hard part to take. And obviously there are some built-ins that overall year to year make LSU a much higher ceiling. And unfortunately for Ole Miss, and I feel for him, feel for Catlin, having a wonderful year down to the wire, and now they'll pass the baton to a coordinator.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
And what was he supposed to do?
Right.
The GM, like so Golden gets the job. It just screams of not going to work. But you know what? I'll root for Ole Miss. I hope Ole Miss does fine.
Have they given the guy the job? Job?
Yeah, the job.
So not just to run this out.
He's the coach, as far as I know.
Okay. I read it, and it's funny you brought it up. I was going to talk about it off air. Did he get because it was almost written like he got the job?
Job.
Yeah. Well,
everyone's
gone.
Yeah. More coming up.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Michael Nickus in Jacksonville at 904-777-6888.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Hey folks, Frank Frangie here for Lee & Kate's Glass. Now with the holidays coming, it's time to update that dated-looking bathroom setup and give yourself the gift of a gorgeous new frameless shower with big, sexy glass you spend every morning and night in that bathroom. A new shower enclosure from Lee & Kate's Glass will look fantastic and make your bathroom feel like a luxurious spa. You'll love it. You deserve it. Request a free in-home consultation. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
You're gonna see a big difference.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Did you know that for every inch of rain on a 2,000 square foot roof, 1,500 gallons come off the eaves of the roof? Call Clearwater Seamless Gutters and Drainage, and we'll design a plan using our Clearwater Seamless Gutters, and we'll connect those gutters to a Clearwater drainage system to solve your erosion and standing water issues.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
SeamlessGuttersJacksonville.com.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember, only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, everything seems to be expensive these days. It's awfully tough to, quote, save money. But if you could, would you at least find out? I bet you would. I did. With Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. You know what they did? They found me a homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take 50 or 100. It took hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. Man, you know how cool that is? I appreciate it every single month. And what about auto insurance? You know, it's kind of like cable. If you don't pay attention to it, it kind of creeps up on you. Not with the Kaproskis. They give you an explanation, or they'll look for better alternatives all the time. So, be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, or life insurance, get a checkup today. They'll be very upfront. They'll let you know if they can help you out, or if they say, hey, your policy looks great. We can't beat it. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com. Or call him, 478-8422. That's 478-8422.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right. Titans running back Julius Chestnut says the Jaguars punter Logan Cook threatened to kill him. He said he would kill me. He came up to me and said he'd kill me. Never heard that one before. That was strange, especially a punter, you know. It was strange. What was even more strange was LaQuinn Allen.
LaQuinn Allen's got some scrap in him. I've seen him looking for the fight three times.
He looks for the fight off the best player.
Yeah,
he got into a fight at training camp, right?
He looks for the fight. He looked for the fight off
Simmons.
Derwin James.
With Derwin James too?
Oh, he went right at him.
Yeah.
He looked for the fight with Max Crosby.
Yeah, he does.
And yesterday he looked for the fight with Simmons, who, by the way, I would not fight Simmons. Simmons, quite frankly, might have murder in his heart.
Big boy.
Oh. So, but yeah, he told him, I can't repeat even.
I can't repeat it.
Not even in the 9 o'clock nasty. I don't think I can.
But he went on social media and said that was cap, that he didn't say that.
Oh, he said that?
That's what
LeQuint said he didn't say that?
Okay. Well, something was said. Something was said.
Something was said. It was feisty, but you know what? Good. I like it.
Man,
Get feisty.
Arden Key got it. What, did Arden Key throw a punch?
I thought he had Harrison with the helmet off. Then things get serious. That ain't
Yeah.
fair. You just need to back off. Then they gave him a little swipe. He didn't full off hit him. But Arden apparently is learning now. A few years later, he's not the heartbeat of the city.
Well, his key don't work anymore.
Yeah, the key don't work anymore.
don't work.
By the way, you want to be on?
I like the way Arden Key plays.
Yeah. He was. He would have been a nice piece to.
We
stay
should have
here.
never let Arden Key go.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say that. He was a good 3 guy.
I got one for you. Ready to go on record watch?
Yes.
Record watch may come with 4 games left to go for this man beast, Myles Garrett. This dude is unreal.
How many did he get yesterday?
He had
got
another,
one.
at least 2.
Oh, did
no,
he have
had
2?
at least 2.
He's up to 20?
He's at like 19.
He's 4 sacks
He had
away.
18.
He's 4 sacks away from the record. Maybe he only had 1. I thought he had 2 yesterday. Only 4 sacks away from the record. You know who they play this week? Cam Ward and the Titans.
Oh,
Yeah,
that man may get 4 next week.
Yeah.
He got 1 yesterday. He's
Just
got
1.
19. Yeah.
So Allen had 2 yesterday. So Myles Garrett's about twice as good. That checks out. Could he get 4 next week? He could. He had a 5-sack game this year, didn't he?
Did he have 2 5-sack
I
games?
think he's at 2 of them.
This dude is just different, man. Just different. It's a shame he
Why
plays.
didn't he get MVP votes? Because Cleveland stinks?
Yeah. Defensive player of the year is locked up, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. If he was on a great team, would he get MVP votes? If he sets the NFL record in sacks, I would think.
Well, I tell you this: did
Strahan
or Reggie White? Neither.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe Reggie White may have gotten some, but man, they ain't going to give the MVP to a defensive player.
No. What
You
year
know?
did Strahan set that record?
Oh, I don't know. Was it one of the Super Bowl era years? Well, Favre
2001.
So that was before they got really good, or was that the team that went and played the Ravens? Was that a playoff team even? So yeah, he would have been on a good team, on a team that won. With defense, that team didn't.
Trying to look at
that's Kerry
2001.
Collins, right?
2001 NFL MVP voting. Kurt Warner.
Yeah, the Rams.
Marshall Faulk. Brett Favre. Cordell Stewart. And then Brian Urlacher.
Are you sure you don't have we're on the right years?
Yeah,
the
because
corresponding
NFL
year?
AP Defensive Player of the Year voting, Michael Strahan. Urlacher had 20. No, it doesn't. He only had 6 sacks. Why was Urlacher must have been doing all kinds of crazy things that year.
Yeah. That's kind of how he was. He's kind of like that Swiss Army knife.
AP
defender.
Defensive Player of the Year voting, Strahan 1, 22.5 sacks. Urlacher 2, Ray Lewis 3rd, and Jameer Miller of the Cleveland Browns was 4th. 13
I don't even
sacks.
remember him. Like an outside linebacker type,
Yeah.
wasn't he, Jameer Miller?
Yeah. Offensive Player of the Year, Marshall Faulk.
Of course, that was a long time ago. Isn't it weird how the Offensive Player of the Year is not the MVP?
He and Kurt Warner flip-flopped. They gave Kurt Warner the MVP and Marshall Faulk the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And Favre was 3rd in both.
Yeah,
Priest Holmes was 4th in that one.
Yeah. That was an era where there was a running back every year who was going for like 1,826 scores.
How could Strahan not get in? How can not be in the...
That's it, again. I guess that answers the question.
That answers the question.
Probably
Although
not.
things have changed, but probably not.
I did a quick search through. Aaron Donald never received the MVP vote.
Really?
Never.
Not even a vote.
Not even a vote.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm giving it to defensive players.
Yeah. All right. Let's take this last break. We'll be caught up.
All right. It's a next
Is
gen.
that correct, E? Am I good?
A little bit. Next, we're getting there. We've had outstanding
we
guests
had,
today.
We had Tony and Fred.
Yeah, go listen to the replay if you want. If you missed that, but Tony Boselli joined us this morning about 7:30. We had Fred Taylor about 8:15, and we continue our merry way in victory formation.
From here on out, is it okay in the drill family when we get in arguments to threaten to kill? Then
that's a bit much.
Haven't we before?
Probably.
Yeah.
Off
I
the
don't.
air.
Maybe.
E.
Well, you said some stuff to me.
I have said a lot to you.
See, that's what happens. He's sharp that way, sharp tongued and sparked eyed, and he's like the Hulk a little bit.
Y'all should hear this stuff.
Yeah, they should. Overheard in the break.
Right.
It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. We're raising the roof. I think it's the direct karma of Next Gen coming on board when the football season came, and we just got a whole new ceiling here. And look, we didn't have a storm season at all this year, and we haven't had a ton of rain, so roofing may not be top of mind. See what I did? But nonetheless, when you need a partner, you trust us on that one. Our home team is Next Gen Roofing and nextgenroofing.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Non-stop Knowles. Search 1010XL Seminoles on YouTube.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field. Checkmate Coatings is the new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results, man. They got it all from ownership to crews. They do it right. Brendan's the owner. Jacksonville crews keep prices low with no massive overhead. They will coat your garage. Start there. You'll be glad you did. But the patio, the pool deck, the driveway, they're all available, man. So you're saying, all right, what is this you're talking? Here's what you do. Go to checkmatecoatings.com for all your information. Slam dunk those floors with checkmatecoating.com. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floors' missing piece.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Get the best soccer talk on the First Coast on the Coaches Show, presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor discuss the beautiful game Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town, no gifts for the ladies could truly be found. They hinted at diamonds, at sparkle and bling, but chain store price tags made wallets go cha-ching. Then what to their wondering eyes should appear but Beard's Diamonds, so sparkling, so near. No risk, no regret, no big corporate chain, just family-run brilliance that eases the strain. Beard's Diamonds is local, with prices that please. Better diamonds, more choices, and warranties with ease. More carat, more fire, more glow for the price. Shop Beards, wrap it up, steal kisses twice.
Are you looking to make some Christmas magic this year? Get her the perfect gift from Beards Diamonds. The largest selection of rings, pendants, earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, new designer and fashion, all at the guaranteed best prices from the town center's only locally owned jeweler. And now during our 44th anniversary sale, you save as much as 44% store-wide. Let Beards non-commissioned experts help you find the perfect gift. From one Jacksonville family to another, Merry Christmas from Beards Diamonds, St. John's Town Center.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make it all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Frank Frangie for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember when the Jaguars upset the Denver Broncos in the 1996 divisional round as a 14-point underdog and launched them into the AFC Championship? Well, you know who won't upset you? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project, Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COILE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
There have been defensive MVPs in the league. Alan Page won for the Minnesota Vikings back in the day, and Lawrence Taylor won. That's it, though. There have been MVP votes for guys like J.J. Watt and Ray Lewis, but no other defender has won the MVP. And, you know.
Well, he has agreed to spin the wheel if the Jags go 12-5. This was done a while back.
I was off for this. Buddy, you are just not good. I mean, somehow.
He claims it was a lean. I'm not sure.
You get the claim. I mean, you were going to be the only one that gets right, and now you're going to be punished for being the only one who was right and believing
it's an all-timer.
To a Dub 12-5. I don't know how or why you agreed to this. We must have been 5-4 and down on our luck and playing bad football, and just out of desperation, you said, I will take the punishment if you can get to the 12-5, and now lo and behold, it's.
I mean, the guy's also he's benevolent. He's a benevolent. He's magnanimous. He's got these shirts.
He's dumb, is what he is. He's dumb.
He was a little dumb on that one, but he's gone out of his way, and he always, when we win, he gives away one. That's a dub. They're collector's items. He got 12, one for every win that he predicted. And he has one right now. Is that correct, E?
That is correct.
You're sporting one of your That's a Dub T-shirts today.
That's right. I sport one after every Jaguars win, and yesterday was a big one.
At one point, we thought we were going to be carrying him over to next year when he predicted 8-9 because, you know, we did that 5-4 coming off those back-to-back, you know, just ugly losses, especially the Rams game. And, Hick, look what they've done coming off of the bye.
Well, anyway, 641-1010. Is that correct right now? You want to give away a shirt?
That is correct.
So you'll give away, if you want one of the That's a Dub T-shirts. They're collector's items. Wear them proudly.
What a bounce back, though. The Rams humiliate you. You come back off the bye. You go to the Raiders. You don't play perfect. You make enough plays to win the game, stop the bleeding. Then you go to Houston, and you just get demoralized in that fourth quarter giveaway. And then you turn around and you respond with one of the most complete wins in history against the Chargers. A game where you tried to fumble and stumble, but still had the moxie to win. And then another dominant win on the road. So they've come out of that bye, licking their wounds at 5-4, having given up 14 sacks the previous 2 weeks. And they've responded. They've gone 4-1. We said coming out of the bye, you're going to have to beat the teams you know that you'll be favored, that you should beat. Raiders, Cardinals, Titans, check, check, check. Throw a win over the Chargers in, and now suddenly at 8-4, they are in just prime position.
Yes, they are, and that's it couldn't be any better. And we got a showdown Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts, who are a very good team, like Tony Boselli told us a little bit earlier in the program. Jonathan Taylor, the best runner in the league, against the best run defense in the league. And Tony went out of his way to compliment Devon Hamilton. And we haven't talked much about Devon Hamilton this year. And, you know,
you've heard the rumblings from down there, how much they've been. I know the couple of press conferences, they've called him out for what he's been. And if they're number one against the run, to your point, he must be doing something. We don't notice that kind of dirty work.
Right.
And so if he's shoring it up there in the middle, good on him. I know that Armstead's had a good year, so to win yesterday, I know, to win yesterday without him, I think the opponent yesterday was good timing. You got a little bit of a, that helps. You didn't have to face. Listen, you know those projections I was been telling you about?
You know what's weird, though?
Yeah.
And this...
and then I got great news for you, projection geeks like me.
This is weird. It's so hard to predict. The Steelers played the Bills yesterday, and the Bills were missing both of their tackles. Their left tackle and their right tackle were out of the game.
And the Steelers get after the quarterback.
And they ran for more yards than anybody since...
the Raiders, I think.
I thought it was Buffalo.
Oh, it was.
And I think it was the game where O.J. Simpson, torched him at Three Rivers.
He had like 273, didn't he? Wasn't that the record before Peyton beat it?
I don't know.
I think it was. I think that was the record.
Well,
and then
it couldn't be because Fred Taylor ran for more yards at Three Rivers than anyone.
I'm saying at the time it was the...
No, he had been 273, though. Because Fred ran for like 234 at Three Rivers.
Oh, I got you. I hear you.
But anyway, the point being... The Bills ran it down the Steelers' throat yesterday with backup dudes. Now, it's amazing to me, but that's why it's so hard to predict. So, listen, I think one day we looked up and the Jags were number one against the run in the NFL, and we're like, well, wait a second now. And they've only given up 82.4 yards a game. That's 5 yards less than the Patriots and the Seahawks and the Texans, the mighty Texans.
Yeah.
So pretty good stuff.
Well, it helps when you
man, if you can stop the run, that's what Tony said. This is the kind of team we are. Where we want to be a physical, and they are. They're a physical football team. You can't run the ball against them.
All right, that 273 for OJ came in 76 against the Lions, just to clean that up. But I'm assuming it was OJ against the.
It was OJ. I remember the game. He took a pitch and went 80 on the.
All right,
anyway.
For those of you who can get excited about the playoff projections, boy, we've got a big uptick now. I think we looked at this last week, and we were given like a 2% chance to be a Super Bowl team.
Okay.
And now at 8-4, the latest of the postseason probabilities, and it uses the probability of your team to different playoff rounds. It's a probability based on the team's strengths, the schedule, your record, yada, yada, yada. The Jags now, to make the playoffs, 91%. To win to make it to round 2, 49%. To make it
Flip of the coin.
To the conference championship game, they're now 24% to make it to the conference championship game.
Wow.
Which is third most in the conference behind the Broncos and Patriots. And they're also given an 11% chance to make the Super Bowl. Patriots 27%, Broncos 29%. And then the Jags at 11%, the third best Super Bowl odds in the AFC. That's how quickly it changes week to week. So I'm going to go with that and say we got a 10% chance here of making the Super Bowl.
Why can't we make a run though?
No, we can. There's nobody scares the pants off of
Exactly.
it. Play your best football, and you can have a magical end.
Yeah.
There's no and every year you can't say that. You turn around next year, and somebody's got a mat on, and they're beating the heck out of everyone, and they're gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's.
It would be awesome.
We'll get a big exclamation point one way or the other this Sunday. It's a really important game. I think if you are going to be that team, you win this week.
Yeah.
Right? If that's going to be your destiny. That doesn't mean if you don't win this week, you're still not a playoff team and you still don't have chances. But if you're that team that's going to make that super run out of nowhere,
if you got those 3 dudes in a room during training camp, and they all put their truth
Gladstone,
hats,
Cohen, and Tony.
And they all put their truth hats on. They knew there was a lot of work to do, and they were not. I'm telling you that they never expected them to be 8-4.
The schedule was too tough.
First place,
no, the schedule was too tough,
and they have exceeded even their expectations. I know that. And it's been great and good for them.
In training camp, by the way, and this is why it's hard.
That's you know what? That's great for Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen has done a tremendous job, and one of the things the Jags wanted to do, Tony and Gladstone, is make it remember the term we used, coach-centric team?
Yeah.
And they did.
The voice.
They leave Liam Cohen alone to coach football, and he does. And
he says the right things when he's representing.
And I think he's done.
I do too.
Really good job.
I will say this, and this is why we
get too. By the way, is Ben Johnson though, and Mike Vrabel, first-year coaches.
Vrabel don't count.
No,
Yeah,
this
Vrabel
dude has
don't
been
count.
coach of the year in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Ben
don't
Johnson
count.
and Liam Cohen is a much more. That's a fair, I think.
I don't know, man. He took a terrible New England team.
He did, but it's not his first time as a head coach.
Hell of a team.
These guys are first-time head coaches, so I think it's a little bit different animal. At least, and this is why they're more realistic than we are in our Monday manic picking apart even of wins from a variety of areas, whether we're talking about drop passes or quarterback play or lack of pass of offensive line or pass rush or whatever the myriad of non-perfection. But to your point, when you sit in training camp and you look at what your record may be, you don't look at going to the Raiders and going to Arizona and going to Nashville as just guaranteed victories.
Right.
So when you get through that stretch and now that's what they were, your opinion about your football team changes.
Yeah.
But listen, we're way over our skis if we think our 4-13 ragtag unit that didn't add a ton this offseason really was suddenly going to win every road game, even against the other teams like them.
I do have one journalistic question.
Okay.
One investigative piece that needs to be tied up with these 2025 Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right.
I need to know an answer, and I need to know it now. And this is my question. And I'm sorry, Jacksonville, I let you down. I totally forgot to ask Don Anthony Boselli this question. What did Eric Armstead do to his hand?
He heard it in practice is what they said.
They did?
Yeah.
I thought they said it was non-football related.
Well, I heard them on the broadcast or in the pregame. I was watching.
I wonder if he cut that sucker on a turkey.
Turkey accident?
I have no idea. I have no
I
idea.
thought they said at
Did they
one
say
point.
that?
I don't think. I know that one of the. Now I don't know if it was one of the pregame shows, if it was the announcers, but I think it was actually when they went to. Our guy Spiro
I
is
thought
like
they were done practicing.
I'm just telling you what they said.
It didn't come out until Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. It was reported that it was a practice injury.
The injury was added. The injury was added to the injury report late Saturday evening. He was a full participant in practice on Friday.
Then I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like
Just
well, and whoever reported his practice maybe just got it wrong.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear one way or the other.
I'm just curious.
I hope that he can play this week if it's serious enough that who knows what happens there.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's take a quick time out here.
Let's do it.
Next Gen Roofing Monday. The verdict is in. The Jags are not just an 11% to make the Super Bowl. We're all the way up to 5% to win it all, baby.
Win it all.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. How does it feel to throw an NFL touchdown? Find out from a guy who's thrown 89 of them.
I'm David Garrard on 1010XL.
Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything, from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS. CSS.
1010XL is making spirits bright with our holiday gift guide, stuffed with great gift ideas from local businesses like Chicken Salad Chick, Metro Diner, and Gotham City Lemon. Start shopping and saving at 1010XL.com.
Bold flavors make great gifts. Buy a $50 Flame Broiler gift card for friends, family, or co-workers and get a free bottle of the legendary magic sauce. Visit any 5 Jacksonville locations or flamebroilerusa.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects? Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The 12 Days of Christmas is back and better than ever at Best Bet. From December 12th to the 23rd, Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine are lighting up the tables with our much-anticipated High Hands promotion, giving away over $250,000 in cash. The excitement continues to grow each day, starting at $1,200 and climbing up to $2,300 every hour. See all the exciting details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods.
One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwood's, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwood's the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Coin, John Hardy, Marco Bichigo, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwood's. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwood's. San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence expressed his feelings about longtime rival Tennessee after the victory.
There is that dislike for sure, but there's a respect too.
Florida High School Athletic Association has reseeded the brackets, and 4 squads from the 904 still alive. Bowles and Rains get the home field nod, while Ponte Vedra and Trinity Christian hit the road. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:13 and 63 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
All right, we're back with the pop quiz. You know, we had 2 just award-winning, hard-hitting, you need to hear them this morning guests, and they've thrown our broadcast clock a little askew.
Yes.
We're going to step aside with this fun little pop quiz I had. A lot of people travel this time of year, Dan.
Yes, they do.
And we all are famous for hitting the little airport, Hudson News shops, right? And
oh, yeah.
Picking up your magazine or your newspaper. Maybe
good book.
Maybe you forgot your earbuds. But while we're there, we always grab a snack.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, it could be a pack of gum or a can of Pringles.
Mentos.
I have in front of me the top 10 per airport snacks purchased in the airport, convenience store. So if you get any in any order, we will that will count. I also have which ones are most popular in which states. Florida makes a lot of sense when you consider who might be visiting our state. I'll give you that. But anyway, you guys want to take some?
Yeah, I'll take some.
This game's going to end quick. It's more.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to go context clue.
Mm-hmm.
I want to throw this off at my friend E.
I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to say on this list, you're not going to find Doritos or Lay's honey barbecue potato chips. That's not what we're looking for.
Right. I'm going to
not
say
that
this.
there aren't chips on here, not those.
Now I'm even more convinced I'm correct. But context clue. This is what triggered in Prosser's brain.
Okay.
Max Fink walked by.
Okay.
He asked him for some sort of jerky. So he thought, gosh, is beef jerky popular? And the answer to that question is yes. It's one of the top 10 airport foods. He stumbled upon this list and decided to present it. I say beef jerky is on the list.
You get great credit for the success beef jerky is on the list. However, I had seen this list before, Max, and I didn't even tie it together, to be honest.
Okay.
But nonetheless, beef jerky, the number 2 bestseller in airport snacks, and it is most popular in a lot of places: Texas, Iowa, Tennessee, Ohio, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Dano, I got 2 of them for you.
By the way, I led you astray, and rather than explain it and open it back up, Cool Ranch Doritos are number 9.
You tricked us.
So
we got 2.
There are 2 other chips on the list.
Okay.
But they're not
something like smaller, compact, something I like to grab when I'm in the airport, Dan, or M&M's.
Ooh, I like that.
It's quick, it's easy, it's compact. And I'm not a big peanut guy, but I think peanuts is also
Peanuts isn't a bad one. How about let me throw one your way?
Okay, M&M's has ended the game, or at least
we haven't officially.
Okay. Yeah, I was just throwing that up.
We're just chatting. We're chatting it out here.
Chat it up, boys.
Because of beef jerky, it seems to me that maybe the Twizzlers might be on the
Twizzlers
list.
is number 5.
Wow.
Twizzlers.
By the way, neither would I even consider getting in the airport.
I have beef jerky. That's a go-to.
You know what I get in the airport? You know what I get? Pretzels. I like the little chunky pretzels. The niblets, the nibblers, whatever.
Twizzlers take it home in more than 10 states.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Twizzlers number 5.
I wait to get on the plane and get the free stuff, those
Yeah.
Biscoff
Yeah,
cookies.
the little nuts and
things
whatnot.
off the chain.
What about candies? What other candies?
Yeah, there are some candies.
Yeah, got like Reese's maybe. Dan.
No, number 1 is let's speed it up. Number 1 is a cookie.
Oreo.
Oreo is number 1. Getting a pack of Oreos. Like a little,
2 or 4
all right,
packs.
then number 2. All right, number 3 and 4 are from the same family of chip. In other words, they're variation of
Sun Chips.
No, it's not Sun
I
Chip.
like Sun
But there's a very. All right, I'm going to give you number 3 is Cheetos Puffs. The puffy
my
Cheetos.
God.
The hot
Who would get
Cheetos?
Cheetos Puffs?
Well,
it's all over your hands.
Hawaii,
You're sitting there
California,
popping
Arizona, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
would like
loser meal. I
the
mean, I'm
third-
sorry, you can't go get Cheetos Puffs at the airport. You
Third most.
You got to ask your wife for that.
Third most.
Hand sanitizer.
All right,
the
you
rat,
ready?
The yeah.
Wet wipes?
Number 4 is also in the Cheetos family.
Oh no.
Like
crunchy ones?
The hot Cheetos.
The flaming hot. Now, those are even more of a mess on your hands.
Messy. It's so messy.
I just people are
You're wiping them off on your jeans.
All right,
Oh,
all right.
no.
Number 6, I said this makes sense in Florida because of who's coming here.
Coming here.
Citrus,
Orange,
juice,
orange,
fruit.
Yeah.
That's close. No,
bananas.
No, I'm going in this area. We got a lot of
later.
kids coming right? Coming down to Disney. We got a lot of kids in our airport. So, yeah, the Sour Patch Kids.
Patch Kids.
Right, that's where they go
Sour
for here.
Patch Kids.
Florida, Michigan, New Hampshire, and others. The only they put Dunkin' Donuts. That doesn't count.
Sour Patch not so good either. Too sugary for the kids. They get fired up on the
The
airplane.
plane. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we want them drinking whiskey when they get on the plane.
Number 8.
Falling asleep.
Here's some melatonin and whiskey, kids.
Yeah.
See you in Des Moines.
3 hours.
Number 8 is the healthy version of gummy bears.
Fruit.
Those Welch's fruit snacks.
Yeah,
You know,
snacks.
that.
the healthy
And then
joints.
number 10 is actual gummy
What
bears.
an awful,
Caribou
awful.
gummy. Well, this is documented.
Yeah,
this
that's
is POS,
fine.
baby. Point of sale.
America, we need to tighten up on our snacks at the airport.
Let's come back with the victorious victory formation on
All
the
right,
Raise the Roof
let's
Monday,
do it.
brought to you by Next Gen Roofing.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get everything you need to know for your weekend on Pre-Game Friday.
We've saved the best for last.
Who's in, who's out, who's on upset watch. And I like it. Pre-Game Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestoProsAnyFlorida.com.
Pros.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
He used to cover the Jags. Now he's a CBS Sports senior NFL writer.
Well, I believe you got everybody's attention.
He's Pete Prisco. Friday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Sheridan Tootin, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, and Dr. Kevin Murphy put my right shoulder back together a few years ago, and I'm still feeling great. Now I'm using PRP treatment for my knee pain. No matter what you're dealing with, if you're enduring any orthopedic issue, my only recommendation is Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist if you ever have a need.
Leave pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Bueller, Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. Invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air and Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
100%. Welcome back to the program. We've talked a lot today about the Jaguars, 8-4. It's been great. Talk a lot about Lane Kiffin going to LSU. Talk a lot about Ole Miss. Florida's got a new coach, John Summerall. He'll be officially introduced today. Dave Caldwell, Jaguar, former Jag GM. Everybody, up in arms. Just give it time. Let's see how it works. I think I like what they're doing with their general manager. I like the NFL model that they're chasing. Dave Caldwell, will tell you point blank that, you know what? He did not do a great job with the Jags in terms of wins and losses, but listen, let him do his thing. Let's see how he does. Let's see how they position a general manager. What is his job? And I know that he and Summerall will be on the same page, which is something that you need, especially if you go to the NFL model. I think they have a doable schedule next year, and I'm going to go in with high expectations.
Well, you should. They have 2 layups out of the gate. They'll start 2-0, and then it'll be a tougher game, an SEC game, I suppose. Do they have a non-conference of name value other than FSU?
No.
Just the 2 this year?
Yes.
And then
FAU and Campbell.
Okay, so if they start anything but in 2-0, it'll be Operation Desperation.
We got the wrong guy. Oh
right.
no!
Listen, number one job right now. And by the way, Florida's letting him coach through the playoff. Is that correct?
That's correct. They got a conference championship game Friday against the Mean Green of North Texas. I'm sure North Texas is a heavy favorite.
If Tulane,
by the way, 5-1 and 4-2 in the 5-pack,
nice.
I believe.
Well, it's about time. We're thankful for that today.
Yeah.
Yeah. The that championship game, if they lose that, he goes right to Florida, and then you don't worry about it. Let somebody else coach the bowl. I would think that would be the play, and so I would.
If they make the playoff, he's staying.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm going to root for him to lose that conference championship game. I don't need that. Number one here is you got to retain that talent that's worth retaining and act quickly. And Dave Caldwell needs to be down there today crunching numbers.
Well, he is down there.
That's well, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm saying immediately we got to.
One of my friends tell me this, and I kind of like this, and I don't know if you're allowed to do this. What do you guys think of this? The NCAA says 85 student athletes or scholar athletes, whatever. Is that
for
the number?
Football?
For football?
Okay.
What if you just said, hey, we're only doing 60 like the NFL?
And pay more and then
pay more for the guys.
Walk-ons. I don't know the depth. It might not be enough, man.
What do you mean?
Look at this team this year. What would you be down to if you got non-scholarship players? We probably went 60 deep this year. I'm not kidding.
Well, but I'm paying for a lot. I'm getting better guys.
Yeah, but the 75 or the 85 of the other places are going to at least get that bare minimum. You're probably not allowed to do that.
Yeah,
I know. That's probably.
I'm just kind of throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You know what? This time of year it just makes
the most wonderful time of the year.
Well,
December 1st. You know what we did this weekend?
What did you do?
We flipped the house. My wife said we're flipping the house. I said, what does that mean? Flip the house?
You bought a house and bought a new, and then sold it.
No, we're going from Thanksgiving to Christmas in the
okay.
Hicken household. So after Thursday, Friday morning, we put all the Thanksgiving stuff away. Then Friday afternoon and Saturday got all the Christmas stuff down. By Sunday, totally decorated. Tree is up. Everything's good to go. We are festive and ready.
We did not have Thanksgiving decor per se, but we did. Yeah.
We flipped the house.
I did heed the request from Miss P when she mentioned tree. I went up to the attic, got the tree, got it out, got it up. She decorated. The stockings are hung by the chimney with care.
Yes.
So I assume that, I guess, flipped the house as well.
Yeah, a lot of people had to flip the house because it's a short year this year. It's like Thanksgiving was late.
It was.
So we're right into December. Boom.
Yeah.
Like that.
This is a trifecta, boys, because I guess I flipped the house.
You flipped the house as well.
TFW had a lot to do with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It wasn't
The
much
future
Thanksgiving
wife.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I got not one, but 2 trees.
Oh. Wow. What's that all about?
One down, because I just bought a tree last year.
All right.
I'm like, I'm using this tree.
Oh,
So
I see.
that was in Gritty's room.
Yeah, they made you go to the natural tree.
Oh, you went natural too?
No.
Oh, no, you got two artificials? Wow, that's a festive home. I will say that. All right.
Hopefully your house is flipped, though.
There's one thing about this wonderful time of year I don't find this wonderful. It annoys me, and I mean, I get it for what it's worth. I hate hearing those that are more legitimate, like Mario Cristobal, to the less legitimate like Steve Sarkisian tell you how they're definitely a playoff team or you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Shut up. If we're talking about you on the bubble, it's because you played your way to the bubble, whether you're Mario Cristobal, who, by the way, is unfair as you think. They're never going to pass Notre Dame. The committee thinks Notre Dame's better. Whether or not they're right, who knows? And so Miami really needed Oklahoma to lose that game, Dan. They needed Oklahoma to lose that game to LSU because I'm not sure there's a path for Miami to get in. They need Alabama to lose and then hope.
I got news for you, Pross. I was looking at something yesterday. I don't have.
Do you agree with that? And Texas, shut up.
Well, here's the problem. They're basically 10 spots locked up, man.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, there's no
Bama's
little...
spot is not locked.
Yeah,
that's the
correct.
one. They need Bama to lose, and then they need the committee to say, Miami, you're in over Bama. I'm not, or BYU. If BYU beats Texas Tech, Miami's going to be on the outside.
I know. Notre Dame is getting in over Miami.
They are.
Yeah,
they are getting in over Miami, and that's affirmed. It's not even opinion anymore. I feel you. I disagree.
Yeah.
Y'all played. Why are we playing the game? Why am I going to put myself at risk in a game like that, only to win it, only for it to not matter?
If Notre Dame, let me ask you this: if Notre Dame and Miami were playing a game this Saturday, what would the odds be?
I'd maybe Notre Dame. 3?
Notre Dame would be favored.
Yeah, they would.
Notre Dame is playing better football. Notre Dame is therefore
that's perception.
You want the best teams. But Vegas knows.
You're
a capper.
What about the argument that Miami showed up for their big games? They beat Notre Dame. Florida was a big game at the time. They beat us like a drum.
Yeah.
Dominated us, a team that went on to beat Texas.
Yeah.
Now, FSU, they kind of came back and won, didn't they?
Oh, you got Ohio State.
Or no, FSU had to make a charge and couldn't catch up.
The thing is, an FSU fan is taking some sort of joy in this. The fact that FSU was so poor this year really cost Miami.
There's some truth there.
Because strength of schedule.
I love FSU fan right now.
Getting in the ACC championship game. Hey, Miami. Hey, Joe U.
Yeah.
Manny D's in there. Where's Mario?
Yeah.
Just asking.
Listen, when it comes push to shove, even though you're 10 and 2, and even though you beat Notre Dame, there's a reality that in that crappy league, you couldn't beat out Virginia and Duke.
Right. All you had to do, by the way, Miami's the most talented team in the ACC by far. Okay, you can lose one. Everybody loses one, except so far 2 schools. I got no problem with losing one. You can't lose to Louisville and then go lose to SMU.
That's right. You can't lose at home to Louisville. Lose to Notre Dame and beat Louisville, and you're fine. You're in the ACC championship game, and you can win your way in.
Yeah.
But in a conference that's not, objectively down.
Right. But Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma,
Notre
I think
Dame.
Notre Dame are all
They
locks.
are.
Texas Tech, BYU, we'll see what happens.
I
But
think-
I can't imagine Texas Tech losing will knock them out.
They say they wouldn't. I mean,
They're
BYU.
fifth in the country.
I think for Miami to get in, BYU
or they need
and
Duke
Bama.
to win the ACC championship.
But
because
Duke's
Duke
still
won't get
though.
in.
Yeah, they are. They're in.
No, they're not.
The conference champion is in.
No, the Sun Belt Conference champion would usurp.
No, there's
their-
a six. I don't think they will.
I'm
I think
pretty
when,
sure.
when it comes time, I don't think they'll do that.
I
You can't put James Madison.
I'm
in.
telling you, 8-5 Duke ain't getting in.
It has to be the sixth. Yeah, they will. They will have just beaten Virginia, who's ranked. What are they ranked?
I don't know.
Duke will
ain't
be
ranked. They're
no,
nowhere to be found.
No, Virginia is.
Oh, if Virginia wins, they're in. I'm saying, what if Duke wins?
If Duke beats Virginia and wins the ACC, they're going to be ranked higher than the Sun Belt champ.
I don't know.
I
bro.
do. Yes, 100%.
James Madison's 19th. They're
I
11
don't
and
care.
1.
I don't
Where's
care.
Duke?
Well, then they need
Duke
to go.
ain't even receiving votes,
'Cause
Jeff.
We're not putting in. Yeah, but they're going to win the ACC. That's an auto.
They're not.
Yeah, they are. Well, no, if they do.
Yeah.
If they do, they will jump ahead rightly of either one of those two teams.
Tell you, it ain't happening.
Nah, no way.
Too high to jump. We got to take a
Yeah.
break. This is the drill. And by the way, in the end, who cares?
Nah,
We're arguing over
yeah.
12, 13, and
Yeah,
14.
who will lose?
Y'all cooked your own goose.
The only one.
Texas, you shouldn't have lost to Florida. Miami, like Jeff said, you could have lost to Notre Dame and won one of
Vandy,
those
you
two.
shouldn't have lost to Texas.
Vandy should. Yeah, it's all.
There's
You
a
know,
lot
so you
of
can
them.
all make your arguments, but in the end, we're talking about 11, 12, 13. Tough booby.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, I love to tell you guys about ITP Partners, man. Listen, it's time. You guys got to, in 2026, we got to invest, man. It's the key to success down the road. Listen, I'm glad I did for all these years. You know, as I get closer to retirement, it's because ITP Partners' experience, expertise, and knowledge, you know, they put things in layman's terms for us knuckleheads. I can call Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate. I can call Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan. And they'll tell me, they'll just tell me, and they listen and they strategize, and your goals become their priority. So, listen, make it a goal in 2026. It's the last month of the year. I've got to start investing, even if it's $50 a month, whatever. Compound interest, baby, if you're young. Do it. Learn it. ITP Partners will be there for you. Chris at ITPPartners.com or give them a call, 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 1st, 2019, Lamar Jackson rushes for his 4th 100-yard game of the season, breaking Michael Vick's record for quarterbacks.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan from Checkmate Coatings. Our precision coatings make your floors the MVP of any space.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Clogged toilet, too much paper, deeper blockages, or one of your child's Hot Wheels could be the culprit. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline and handles toilet clogs fast. If your toilet's clogged, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. You have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, we are back
busy
here,
Monday.
cooling down.
Lot to cool down.
I'm cooling down on the hopes and thoughts and dreams of a repeat basketball title down there in Gainesville.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Florida tinkled away a 10-point lead on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And lost a game to, was it Providence?
No.
TCU.
Yeah.
TCU should have never lost, so they cost themselves a date with a Big Ten team in Wisconsin. Instead, they limped off to the losers bracket. They were able to beat Providence, didn't exactly dominate them, and so, yeah, the highest expectations and ceilings for Florida basketball are way far away from what we've seen early. The backcourt has been sporadic at best. Savion Lee finally had a game in the Providence win, but don't look now. They go to Duke tomorrow night. So you better ride that front court, and Ty Golden gets some things figured out. And, Clavjar's playing good, Hick.
Yes.
Clavjar's coming along, and he is that three-point sniper
Yes.
that you're hoping to be. Fland and Lee have got to show up.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be Will Richard and Walter Clayton. I think we've learned that. And Elijah Martin.
And they're 5-2, and they go to Duke tomorrow night,
Right.
and then they got UConn at the Garden.
Later next week, next Tuesday.
Yeah,
So back-to-back top 5 teams. And
Seems like 5-4 to me.
be nice to get one of those.
You
I
gotta
don't
get
know.
one.
I'm not going to discount
No,
it. But
Condon
again,
didn't play the second game, by the way.
But then again, I look at, you barely beat FSU. Texas A&M beat them by 40.
I know.
You barely play with they're not playing good. They're
No.
really not. They're not. The front court's not dominating. They're putting up numbers and double-doubles, but they're not
Yes.
dominating basketball games. We're letting teams back in it, and that clutch gene at the end, which was so dominant last year, doesn't take over every time now.
Yeah, it's just going to make you appreciate, this year is going to make you appreciate that 3-guard set and Walter Clayton Jr. that much more, and will convince you that he was and is the greatest Gator basketball player in history. And if you want to argue that, what you can't argue is that he had the greatest basketball season in Florida Gator history, for sure, Walter Clayton Jr. And thank God he transferred to Florida, not St. John's, or St. John's might have won the national championship. And thank God he stayed for an extra year. Those two things
those are true. That run that he went on was,
oh man,
yeah. I mean, they're only in the last 30 years, there've only been a few that have been so, and they had a great team around him. I don't mean to take anything away. Well, Richard won the championship game, but what that dude did, and it really started like at the end of the regular season. And what Clayton did for a month and a half of the biggest stage in college basketball. Let's don't forget how good the SEC was last year. They put, 3 in the 8, 2 in the 4, 4 in the 8, 2 in the 4. And that SEC tournament was the real deal. And Florida went through like Auburn, Tennessee to win the SEC championship game before going on to the tournament, having to beat another SEC team, Auburn again in the Final Four. And that man, Walter Clayton, was just that. He was that man.
All right, John Summerall will be introduced down in Gainesville today. Dave Caldwell, the new general manager as well. So congratulations to both of those guys. They got a lot of work to do. And I, for one, am going to see how it goes and support them and get excited about Gator football because they ain't Billy Napier and they ain't whoever the GM was who was a rube, quite frankly, and didn't do a good job at all. And I'm excited, and I think that the boosters will be excited, and I hope there's even more money there for them to buy players. And I think that there are, 35 to 45 programs out there that believe that they should be in the college football playoff every year. And I think, or most every year. And I think Florida's one of those. And they got a long way to go to get there. So we fell into the abyss. We just have not hired the right coach. And they progressively got worse. I guess Mullen was probably the best of the four.
Butters had the 2 SEC championship game appearances, didn't do anything in either one of them. One of them they kept it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Mullen has given us our best.
But if you think about this, in those 15 years, Jeff, our best team was 8-4, and that was the Mullen team.
Well,
they went 8-4, and they blew the LSU game. And that was
no, the year before it was that team. It was not the one that blew the LSU game.
No, our team that went to the SEC championship and played Alabama.
That team, that was the LSU year?
Yes.
Oh.
That was the 8-4 year. We lost the last 3 games. Boom, boom, boom. Lost LSU, lost the SEC championship game, and then we got annihilated in the Cotton Bowl in an embarrassing performance by the Gators. One of the most embarrassing, quite frankly, in school history.
And it felt like I thought that Mullen had like a 10 win. I thought
he did. He went to 3 straight, but that team was capable of being a champion. And the other teams weren't, is my point. So the one that went to the SEC championship game and went toe-to-toe with Bama but couldn't stop them was, to me, with Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts and those guys, to me, was the best team that we've had in the last 15 years.
Yeah, well, he went 10-3, 11-2, and then COVID year was they went 8-2 in the SEC and won the East. So but they lost 2 games outside of it, including the Cotton Bowl that year when no one played.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I hear you.
The way he handled that was piss poor.
Yeah, those 3 years though. I mean, you're okay there. Too bad it just was such a misfit.
Yeah. You
could have survived the 6 and 7 and just gotten through it, but it's and that has probably set things back. McElwain, 10-4, 9-4, 4-7, death
6
threats.
new coaches in the SEC so far: Golish to Auburn, Silverfield to Arkansas, Summerall to Florida, Kiffin to LSU, Golding to Ole Miss, and then Stoops gets fired today.
Yeah.
$37.5 million they owe that guy.
Funny, after he just said, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Buddy, what did you think? They were offering you an extension?
Well, Kentucky fans were up in arms yesterday because Summerall's their guy. He's a Kentucky boy.
Yeah.
He played in the SEC.
Anyone in Kentucky think a coach is going to choose Kentucky over Florida?
No, but
they thought they could have beat him to it.
Yes. Yeah. They should have done,
If you're firing this clown, do it before the season's over.
Yes.
And get Summerall now.
Yes.
But I don't know if Summerall had already talked to Florida. I don't know if Summerall's going to accept that Kentucky job.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
And Florida guy.
Summerall was further along with Auburn than anybody.
And Florida got what everyone would have taken in their place. I'm not saying that he'll be better than Golish or Silverfield, but they all would have taken Summerall. Florida, but again, great. We're the king of the second floor dipsticks.
Well, yeah.
We're not on that penthouse floor with Georgia and Alabama, and Texas, even though they're not as good.
Hopefully this guy can get us
there.
there.
We'll see. Obviously, Lane thinks it's better digs there than Gainesville.
Yeah.
That's just a reality of where you are. You're going to have to change that narrative because look, y'all, things don't change forever. Bang on Gator fan right now if you're Georgia or anyone else. I get it. But we've been around long enough to know that LSU spent a lot of time on the second floor. Georgia spent a lot of time on the second floor. You need the right guy to come in, re-energize you, and stay and turn you.
If I had told you that the 2 top Heisman Trophy considerees were the quarterbacks at Indiana and Vanderbilt going into this weekend.
Has Pavia risen enough to get to the second favorite status?
He might be first.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends where you look.
That was not going into the weekend.
Yeah.
He was like 4th. So
yeah.
I'm glad to see. I
He had
think
a great game.
I think the overall body of work and what he has done at Vanderbilt stands out more than Mendoza at Indiana. But they're rolling, Nick. They're a good team.
Who?
Indiana.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But they were good
he's
without
done.
him. You know, they were good last year. They're the same team, I guess I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pavia has
They're undefeated. If they go beat Ohio State, I mean, it'd be tough not to give it to Mendoza.
I get it. I get, I just saw he didn't do anything this weekend from a statistical standpoint.
He didn't need to.
He hadn't played anyone, so it's hard to know. Pavia has gone up against some brutes, man.
Yeah.
Texas and Bama and Tennessee and Oklahoma. Did they beat Oklahoma? I don't think they played Oklahoma. I don't know. Vandy felt like they were playing good teams, though. Didn't feel like they had their year because.
By the way, his brother got arrested.
I hear you. That's right on brand. I'm good with that. I'm glad that happened. Yeah, I'm glad that there was an arrest, and hopefully he was doing the Heisman pose after they took him away. Yeah, Vandy this year lost to Bama 30-14. They beat LSU when it mattered. They beat Missouri. That 3-point loss to Texas is going to keep them out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
They beat Auburn.
That 3-point loss to Texas was a bigger loss than that, by the way. They rallied back and threw up a couple touchdowns.
I don't remember. They killed Kentucky. They throttled Tennessee on the road.
Yeah.
And again,
that was their biggest win of the year.
I'm very well versed in Vandy football. I know what Vandy football is.
That's
so
fair.
for a guy to win 10 games and then have the numbers on top of it. And by the way, you feel like if you took every other quarterback in the country and put them on Vandy, I don't know. They're going to have more than 10 wins. I don't know.
We'll take a break. Make the turn for home next here on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. But if mine ever does, you know what I do? I take action. I call action, and then they take action. That's Jeff Bernard and his crew, man. They've been doing this for 25 years. They know what they're doing. And they're great. It's not some corporate, go through this layer, that layer. Here's your answer service. Go to this guy. No. Call Jeff. His people are on it. Bang. By the way, I've been in my house for a long time. A couple years ago, I got a new garage door from Action Garage Door, and boo, people still comment on how beautiful it is. And those garage door openers of today, the features, smart home integration, quiet operation, added security. All right, Hick, I'm sold. What do? I got problems. I want an Action Garage Door. All right, here's what you do. Garage Door 911, garagedoor911.com. We'll take you right to Action Garage Door. That's right. It's a garagedoor911.com that leads you to Action Garage Door.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956. Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Josh Hines Allen was a monster defensively for Jacksonville. The 6'5 Dynamo ended the contest with 3 tackles versus Tennessee and recorded 2 sacks in what was a dominant performance. The man needed extra plates on the field because he ate all game long. And he's your Superior Fence and Rail's defensive player of the game.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
Dailies Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hey, look who's here on a Victory Monday. The boys.
Yeah,
Jags.
sure. You bet, man.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Tony's ready to rock. What do you got cooking today?
We got David Garrard, and we
Heck
will
yeah.
react to the Jags win over the Titans. You know, we'll talk about something that we don't often get to talk about.
Okay.
You know, with the Jaguars playing any kind of game, especially one that has any kind of significance on it, it was kind of boring.
I know.
Right? Like,
I love it.
Kinda was.
I loved it.
Nothing.
That's a good point.
Just
On the other
comfortable.
side. Yeah.
And every time, you know, it just, if one side did something made you nervous, the other side would immediately pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it was. It was just so
Oh, yeah.
relaxing because you know, even these wins of late, you know,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
the road games have just driven you crazy. So,
Oh, for sure.
That's,
And, you know, it's our first chance to see Cam Ward in the NFL. And, you know, I come out of the game going, he could be there playing Gators.
they were selling he had been playing better the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, he
had
was not good
Yeah, no,
yesterday.
he was not good against the Jags.
Oh, yeah.
Not at
We
all.
had, like, the station had multiple Tennessee reporters on during the week.
They
And
were encouraged.
The Tennessee, like, they were all like, yeah, I think they can give Jacksonville a pretty good test this
I
week.
think a lot of people
like
thought
one
that.
of them, the one we had on who does play-by-play for him, picked them.
Yeah.
He thought Tennessee was going to win the game.
Wow.
Right, was the way that he felt about it going into it. It's like, oh, you thought the last 2 weeks meant the previous 10 didn't happen?
Right.
Right? Like, they are kind of who they are
Yeah.
at this point in the season. And I don't know what you even learn about yourself if you're Tennessee week to week. We've been in plenty of those seasons here in Jacksonville.
Well, I see, you know, I mean, no disrespect. Mike McCoy, the interim coach, it's 4th down, we're punting. It's that time. What are we doing,
It's
dude?
ridiculous. Well, he's doing the job.
Yeah.
He's protecting the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, and I don't know if that's orders from above or that kind of thing, or if it's just in the game. This is still our best chance to win.
They're gonna have the number 1 pick 2 years in a row, like we did.
They will.
Yeah, enjoy that, Tennessee, because I did.
See if theirs turns into Trevor Lawrence and Trayvon Walker. You know,
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I will say this, too. One thing that kind of gets reemphasized yesterday, and I know you can never carte blanche say, but, man, that season ender looks more like a layup than any game maybe we've ever played. They're going to be a disaster. They may, sit their number 1 pick by that point.
Right, and Tennessee was playing a type of football yesterday that it wasn't unrealistic, even when they were choosing to punt, that their best chance to score was for Jacksonville to screw up.
Yeah.
right? Like they were at the
Yeah.
point in a game like that where it's like we punt because they might fumble or do
Right.
something dumb. Like that's
Right.
our only chance in this game.
And by the
It's
way,
a bunch of stupid.
Cam Ward was in no way any good yesterday.
No.
He missed open guys. The few chances they had, he was either off target or going the
No,
wrong
he's throwing the nobody.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it is what
Also
it
true.
is. Doesn't make him look any better.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready. Jaguars today coming up momentarily. Our work is done here on a Monday.
Yes, it's been a next-gen roofing Monday. Week after week, we're raising the roof. Jags 8-4. Big week planned. More on that as we motor along for now. Enjoy Jaguars today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Time to swerve.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's D-Rock's Deep Dive into Jacksonville football.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Mike DeRocco with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony every Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance painting.
A judge swings a gavel and I pound the hammer. I'm not judging, just hammering. Hammer time with Hayes Carlyon, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL, driven by Kia on Atlantic.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs.